Sports.
Hi, Jessica G.
Well, hello, Libby Lexus.
I'm so excited to get the spa treatment at Easy Clean Car Wash. My owner knows how much I love the soft water. Oh, and the quick massage just makes my bumpers tingle.
And the blow dry is to die for. It always leaves my exterior sleek and shiny.
My owner bought me a year pass so I can have the spa treatment anytime I want.
Hey, ladies. Ooh, nice tires.
Oh, Mickey Mustang, you're such a player.
Easy Clean Car Wash. Give your car the spot treatment today. 12th Street east of Hy-Vee, Lamars.
Plymouth Awards and Engraving is a proud sponsor of local athletics. For all of your custom awards and engraving needs, visit Plymouth Awards and Engraving at 130 4th Avenue Northeast in Lamars. You are sure to find that perfect gift for anyone at Plymouth Awards and Engraving.
At American Bank, we believe in offering you what you want in a bank. Free checking, free debit and ATM cards, extended lobby and drive-up hours, competitive loans and deposit rates, online and mobile banking with bill payment and mobile deposit services. American Bank, achieving success together for over 130 years.
Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
It's the corner for fashion. Clausen's on the corner downtown Lamars. For men's, young men's, and ladies' clothing, a shoe department, and formal wear too. In-store alterations, gift cards, and personal service. Clausen's on the corner downtown Lamars.
It's now time for high school football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
Hazel drops back to throw, has some time, throws deep over the right seam, 2 receivers there, and Bo Wadley ends up hauling it in and falling into the end zone for a Bulldog touchdown.
High school football.
She gives it to Isaiah Favors, and that play gets brought down for a loss. It's Alex Allen on the stop. Great play in the backfield.
With all the action, here's KLEM Sports Director Daniel Versteeg.
Well, another Friday is upon us. It's week 3 of the high school football season. We're coming to you live from A.R. Hessla Field in Hull, where the non-district schedule continues for the 9th-ranked team in Class 4A, the Lamars Bulldogs, as they take on what used to be a district opponent, the Nighthawks from Boyden-Hull, Rock Valley. Bulldogs are 2-0, coming off a 38-14 victory over North last week. Boyden-Hull, Rock Valley, it's kind of been a tale of 2 games. They lost by 21 to Western Christian in week 1 and blew West Sioux out of the water by 33 last week, now sitting at 1-1 on the year. Once again, good evening, everyone. Daniel Versteeg with you alongside Gabe Davis. We welcome you into our broadcast of Bulldog football right here on KLEM Lamars, online audio at KLEM1410.com, and there's a video stream as well on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. We thank our great sponsors, Peace Pizza House, Northwest Bank, Julie Hurt, Realtor at Century 21 ProLink, and Easy Clean Car Wash for making that possible. Well, Gabe, it's been a great start to the year for the Bulldogs. 2 dominant wins, and in all of them, it's not been one aspect of the team. You can point to all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams, and look for many things that every side has done well. And you got to think the Bulldogs are really confident at this point in the season, knowing that it seems like everything they're doing is working right now.
Yeah, really, both games were almost carbon copies of each other.
Yeah.
The score was almost identical, too, to be honest with you. So, both games have started off running the ball, maybe not as well as they needed to, but passing the ball and getting things going offensively that way, and then in the second half being able to run the ball. And then defensively, they've just been solid. There was a couple maybe coverage things that I'm sure that they communicated with this week, but they're ready to go, and they're excited. The guys are excited. There's always that buzz when football's going well.
Yeah.
At any school. It's not just Lamar's. But when Friday nights mean a little bit more when things are going well. And we look out here, and this is Iowa high school football right here. You see people waiting in line to come in. You see both sides filling up. This is what it's about.
Yeah, there's currently a traffic jam. If you are on your way up and you're listening to us, Highway 18 is a little bit backed up on your way to Hessla Field. Yeah, it's really cool, and there should be a lot of buzz with this program.
Absolutely.
Right now they're ranked in the top 10 in Class 4A. They're definitely the favorites in this district. Of course, a couple of weeks heading into district play, and it's really been cool to watch the transformation of this program from a one-win team when Coach Vigdahl took it over to going 4-5 to making the playoffs, and now to where they're at right now, where there's a lot of hype for this program to have some success.
Yeah, and it's well-deserved, like you said. There is some hype. There are things going on, but we all know it's a long season, and I'm sure coaches talk about the rat poison that is too much belief or overconfidence. Yes. So that's one thing. You know when you come up north and play this team with the tradition that they have of being successful, whether they've been down or not, whether they lost week 1 or it didn't matter, you're going to get their best effort. They have great kids, a great program. They've had it. Coach Brandt for years. I mean, they've always been good, so you know that you're going to have to play really, really well tonight.
Yeah, and I was just going to mention that. You come up to Hull or to Rock Valley, and you face the Boyden-Hull Rock Valley Nighthawks. You know you're going to be in for a test. Like you said, it didn't matter which coach, which year, and you mentioned Corey Brandt. Of course, he was the 3-decade-long coach of this program. But then you put a Rosaboom in that spot, and anybody who knows high school football up in this corner of the state knows that when there's a Rosaboom at the hell of the program, it's in for a good sense of leadership.
Well, absolutely, and it's not just ironic that most of these guys don't have sleeves on, because if you've ever seen Rosie out, he doesn't even have a shirt on up at West Lyon. So you go to practice up there. We would go up there every once in a while when I was at Northwestern, and go up there every year, and he'd have the top off by 9 o'clock, and he's ready to go. So his son's here, Jamie, who played at Northwestern, and so he's got some connections with some of our coaches that played at Northwestern also. They've got a great tradition, and it just, he had to put his little spin on it, and now things are going to get going for them. So it's not a team that anyone's going to be excited to play. They're going to, we turned our heads when they got loud there. We weren't quite expecting them to get so loud early. So it's going to be a great game tonight, and I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, to piggyback off of that, whenever I see a West Lyon story done on the news, it always, without fail, has a shot of Coach Rosaboom getting into it with his players, and he just doesn't have a shirt on. It's classic, and it's great. It's Northwest Iowa football, and you love it. And this Nighthawk program, 3 years ago made it to the Dome, just a couple of years ago made it to the Dome. They did it with a lot of movement on that offense. There's going to be a lot of shifting, I think, in this game, and I think the problem here for Lamar's is going to be how much of that do you put stock into? How much do you invest in that? Because you could get burned with it by investing in it, or you could get burned by not investing in it too.
Yeah, how much is the window dressing, they say? How much is just for show? And, they have a young quarterback. Yes. He's just a sophomore. Mm-hmm. So they're going to do some things to open up, but you would assume that it's going to be fairly simple stuff.
Right.
They're going to keep it simple for him. That's what most coaches do. That's no different from when we had Tegan Kazel out here as a sophomore quarterback. We tried to keep it simple for him and doing things the right way. That's going to be part of it. There's going to be a lot of movement. Last week, they were throwing the ball all over the place. I keep in contact with some of their coaches, and I asked who was calling all the air raid plays, because it felt like they were going all over the place. But what they did last week a lot is the screen game.
Yes.
And if you're not running the ball extremely well, that's just an extension of the run. That gives you that opportunity.
Spreads the field.
Spreads it, short, safe, and they'll run screens from their backs. They'll run screens from their 4 or 5 wideouts. So that's how they're going to try to, make up for maybe a lack of experience. Mm-hmm. They know how to coach, they know how to play, and they're not going to change a whole lot.
No, absolutely, and it's a safe pass. And when you have an underclassman quarterback, you need all of those things working in tandem to the tune of, I think, about 360 yards passing. They just torched the Falcon defense, and we hope that's not the outcome here tonight. tonight, of course, we talked with Ken Vigdahl, and we'll have that interview for you coming up in just a couple of minutes. Talk about some of the same stuff about, what worked for the Nighthawks the last couple of weeks and what Lamar's is going to have to do to stop it. That's all coming up here in our pregame coverage from Hessla Field in Hull. Week 3 of the high school football season features the 9th-ranked Lamar's Bulldogs at 2-0 and the 1-1 Nighthawks of Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. Coach Ken Vigdahl joins us when we come back. You're listening to Bulldog Football. It's right here on KLEM Radio.
Floyd Valley Healthcare wants you to play at the peak of your skills. Don't forget to stretch your muscles, hydrate, and schedule your wellness checks to reach your full potential. Best of luck from Floyd Valley Healthcare in Lamar.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Young and old alike enjoy the competition of high school sports. Some participate, some watch, and some remember how it was. It's only a game, but it offers great life lessons and memories that last a lifetime. A few thoughts from Dan and Lori Rexwinkle of Rexwinkle Funeral Homes in Lamar's and Akron.
Prime Bank is pleased to support educational opportunities at Galen Catholic and Lamar's community. We're proud to support our students in the classroom, on the playing field, in the band room, on stage, or in any extracurricular activity. Prime Bank works hard to help all of our children excel in their endeavors.
Member FDIC.
You have big plans this fall, so use the equity in your home to free up some cash. Northwest Bank has 3 home equity loan options available. You get to choose from a fixed rate or variable rate loan. Get ready to remodel your home, buy a car, or take a vacation, whatever you want. These special loan rates are for a limited time. Apply online at nw.bank. Call 800-678-4105 for details. Northwest Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Commitment you can bank on.
Make sure your life runs smoothly with an upgraded internet package from Premier Communications, connecting you with the internet speed and television access package that best fits your wants and needs. Premier Communications is happy to support our area coaches, athletes, and the parents who support them. Have a great season.
This is Bo Wadley, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to our Friday Night Football pregame show. It's right here on KLEM Radio. Daniel Versteeg with you, getting you ready for Week 3 of the high school football season. Lamar's community continues non-district play, taking on the Nighthawks of Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. And we are pleased to be joined by the head coach of the 9th-ranked Bulldogs, 2-0 to start the year, Coach Ken Vigdahl. Coming off a 38-14 home win over North last week, and now getting this Nighthawks squad. But, Coach, just first of all, again, another performance where it seemed like you had pretty much everything going. Offense got clicking, defense was rolling. You even got a few points out of your special team, and we talked about the field position a lot on Saturday. Just what's been behind this first 2 weeks where it seems like everything's just rolling on all cylinders?
Well, I just think it goes back to even like summertime when, you have your open fields. Our kids know what to do. They adapt on the line. We teach them how to play football. We obviously teach them how to run our offense and our defense and stuff. But, our kids are making decisions on the field, on the fly. They know what their position entails, and they know what's the best way to be successful at that position. And so, it's a little bit different than probably 25 years ago where you lined up and you ran this play and that's what you did and that's what you were going to do no matter what. And now we're in the age of football where, offenses are making decisions, quarterbacks are making decisions, routes are being, run at different levels because of the way the defense plays. And you have to teach the game of football. You're really not teaching a play anymore. You're teaching a play times 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to make all kinds of adjustments on the fly, and obviously the quarterback position is one that, everybody highlights as the decision maker. He calls audibles, things like that, but it really, like you said, boils down to every position, whether you're on the line, a skill guy, you've got to be able to adapt to, whatever may be thrown at you.
Exactly, and you're exactly right with, our offensive line calls and our receivers, if they're capped or uncapped, and and things like that. Do we run a vertical route or do we settle route? So, yeah, our quarterback has to make a decision, but along that line, everybody on our offense is making a decision. And, defenses, are we going to run lot coverage? Are we running combo coverage? Are we going to blitz? All those different things. What's your read? And our defense has done an excellent job this year. And, our linebackers are really reading what their keys are. And, every offense has keys. And if you're a pulling guard, that's going away from you. That's where the play's going and things like that. So, it's just repetition. It's just practice. It's teaching. This is how we run our football program. This is how we run our offense and defense.
You guys are obviously doing a lot of things right now, as we've just talked about for a few minutes now. But, obviously this week is, installing things on Boyden-Hull Rock Valley, learning about them. But what kind of things have you still been working on this week in practice to better yourselves and to still, clean up some things on your end?
Oh, and with all of that being said, yeah, every week you have to come back. You have to talk about footwork with the offensive line and steps and our inside zone. Is everybody stepping with their right leg on our inside zone to the right and left? And our quarterbacks, are we reading? Are we opening up to a 90 midline? I mean, all those little things you have to revisit nonstop throughout the year, because it's easy to start kind of, okay, I'm not opening midline as a quarterback. Well, that's okay. Well, then there's going to be a time it's not okay. You know what I mean? So, like we talked with Tegan a ton about this summer, it's easy to open in midline in practice and do it on air and all that. In a game, it becomes much tougher just because it's a game situation, and, we want him just to react and not have to think about opening midline and reading the defensive end, and you're reading the defensive end's eyes. Where is he looking? If he's looking at me, I'm giving it. If he's looking at the running back, I'm going to pull it. And so, all those things you have to practice, leverage on the outside for our receivers. And so it's just review, just so you know. And then you're putting, just like you said, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley stuff on top of what we do. And now we have a different defense. We have a much different offense than we've seen all year. So that'll be challenging for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a perfect segue to talk about this Nighthawk team that has gone 1-1 with a 21-point loss and a 33-point win. Some very different outcomes to start the year, Coach. But what have you seen, first of all, offensively? I know there's a lot of movement with that offense. And, what kind of things do you need to prepare for in regards to that?
I think the biggest thing overall is, they have talent on their football team, and they play hard. Yep. So, we're talking about offense right now, but as a whole collective group, one thing I've played them a few times before at other schools, but they play hard, and they're going to play physical, and that's what they do, and that's what they've always done, and that's just the mentality of their program. But as far as their offense goes, they will definitely shift. I mean, we shift a little bit, and you've seen it time to time, but they're an every down, every play shift team. They're going to go from trips on the left side to quads on the right to, a bunch in the middle, no matter what they do. So our defense the biggest thing with our defense is they have to get alignment. I mean, alignment is everything when it comes to the defense. You got to get alignment. You got to get on your guy, because you do all this shifting, and then you either run crossing routes or you run what we call switches, one guy in, one guy out. All those different things can confuse, especially the defensive backfield.
Right. Well, and yeah, I guess the question is that shifting all done with a purpose on their end? Is it something that you really have to, respect and acknowledge? Or is it kind of one of those, we're just going to do a lot of window dressing and throw a bunch of wacky things across your face to distract you from what we're really doing?
Well, I think what they want to do is get a +1, which means they want one more offensive guy than that you have defensive guy wherever they're shifting to. And if they get that, that's where they're going. It's no doubt that's where we're going. Now, they might have counters to that where they're going to put quads to the right and then maybe run quarterback counter or a counter back to the left to the weak side. But for the most part, where they're shifting to and how they're shifting, there's a reason. There's no doubt. So let's just say we go trips or quads to the right, and there's a backside receiver, and everybody shuffles to the right. Well, guess what they're going to do? Right. They're going to hit the backside slant on that kid and see if they can get up some yards. And then if, we can't tackle, then they're down for a touchdown because there's nobody left on the left side. So, they have their reasons of what they do. But, like I said, our key is, A, alignment, B, our front four and our front six needs to get pressure on him. And if we get him off his mark where he throws, I think that's just a whole nother level that he may not have seen before.
Well, I have no doubt you guys will get some outstanding pressure. You've been doing that the first couple of games of the year, and looking forward to that again tonight. We're talking with Ken Vigdahl, of course, head coach of Lamar's Community Football, previewing Boyden-Hull, Rock Valley. That's a little bit on the offense for the Nighthawks. Coach, tell me about that defense. What kind of things can you maybe exploit tonight that will allow you to continue this run where you put up about around 40 points in your first two games?
Well, first of all, their two interior D tackles are big. Mm-hmm. They're big and physical, but they're athletic too. So that's going to probably cause us a little issue just because of the way they can move and twist and things like that. Their defensive ends, they're not extremely big, but they are fast and they are physical. They remind me a lot of Alex Allen, you know what I mean, guy coming off the edge. So, and you know how good he is. So,
right.
but the thing about it, that they run a 4-2-5. If we put a wing out there in one of our formations, they definitely will blitz from that wing. They don't want us to get a sweep, I would assume, that way. And then they'll send people off the weak side edge every once in a while. But really, if we show a wing, that's where the pressure is going to come from. They want to send five guys every time. When we get into maybe more of a spread package, you can talk about our 2x2 or our trip set. They will jump into three front. We've seen a three front the last couple weeks, so we should know how to handle that. But once again, if you're in a three front, you send people. You're not going to rush with three. So our guys have to keep their eyes up front to know where the extra pressure is coming from. And so then, obviously we're going to do some shifting on them. We might run our double tight stuff just to see where everybody's at and what they want to do. And so that's just our offense has to take an advantage if we can get a +1 on their defense.
Well, and Coach, I know we talked about this a little bit before we started. When you talk about a 4-2-5, that can really kind of mean a 4-2-3, and then you've got two guys that can, either be linebackers and help in pressure, or they can drop back and be in the secondary. Are those two guys kind of the outside linebackers, for lack of a better term, the guys that you guys really need to be reading to kind of maybe get a sneak peek at what they're going to be running defensively?
Exactly. And then, obviously some of them, or one of them, could be a rusher or a run play guy, and the other guy would be a drop guy as
Sure.
far as maybe another safety, maybe taking care of the flat, you know what I mean? So it's a little bit, 4-2-5 is what we run, and it's very adaptable to a lot of different offenses. But, talking with other people who have played them from years past, we might end up seeing something that we've never seen before, too. You know what I mean? And we've seen that the last 2 weeks where people have completely changed the way their defensive schemes is to play us. So, we just got to be ready for anything because, like we talked about before, our show here, that, they might end up in a 52 against us or run the three front the whole night. You don't know. They are so adaptive to a lot of different things defensively and offensively that, we have to be prepared for what we do, stay on our tracks with our offensive line, understand are we capped or uncapped with our receivers, and just do what we do. And no matter what defense you put out there, that's who we have to play against. So we have to know what we do better than they can run their defense.
Absolutely. And we know one thing, you guys prepare for as many things as possible, even if they've never showed it on film. So you'll be ready to go. And looking forward to a great contest tonight, Coach. We always appreciate your time. Love chatting with you, and best of luck. Hoping for a victory tonight.
Thanks, Daniel.
Absolutely. That's Ken Vigdahl. He's the head coach of Lamar's Community Football. More on our pregame coverage from Hessla Field and Hull after this here on KLEM.
Williams & Company, certified public accountants, congratulates all area athletes in support of excellence, good sportsmanship, and the spirit of teamwork. A proud sports sponsor, Williams & Company, CPAs, your full-service business advisor with a local office in Lamars.
Being on the winning team in Northwest Iowa for over 130 years, Iowa State Bank is a proud supporter of all our area high school sports teams.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
Hi, this is Julie Hurt with Century 21 ProLink in Lamars, your local real estate expert dedicated to results. Whether buying or selling a home, call me, Julie Hurt, with Century 21 ProLink in Lamars at 540-7757. That's 540-7757.
Hey, Bobby Blazer, how long you been waiting in that line? Head over with me to Easy Clean Car Wash. They're going to get you in and out in no time and make that black coat of yours look like $1,000,000.
Say, thanks there, Mickey Mustang. I've been out four-wheeling and I got lots of mud and stuff in my wheel wells and other places as well.
Bobby, didn't Libby Lexus tell you that Easy Clean Car Wash will pre-spray those hard-to-reach places, give you a quick massage, and make you feel and look like a whole new truck?
So that's what Libby Lexus has been up to. You know, Mickey, she's looking fine.
Easy Clean Car Wash on 12th Street east of Hy-Vee in Lamars.
LSI Staffing has one mission: to match employers with great employees. If your manufacturing business is looking to partner with an industry leader, LSI Staffing is worth the call. Call them today at 712-202-2850.
Galen Catholic School, excellence in education, leadership through Christ. For information, check their website at galencatholic.org.
Success is born of skill and team. Like the teams playing, CNOS has combined award-winning skill and teamwork into the premier medical facility in the region. For the areas of joint, bone, muscle, nerve, and brain are treated with the skills of comprehensive care from a team of highly trained experts. And CNOS takes care of many of the student athletes in Siouxland. CNOS is proud to bring you this game. Go to cnos.net to learn more.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and four walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
Colbeck Incorporated is proud to support local high school athletics. They encourage you to play hard and play smart and always show good sportsmanship. Best of luck from your friends, Brian, Kevin, and Wayne Colbeck.
Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC in Lamars supports our local student athletes, trusted for generations with reliable legal guidance. So when you are in need of legal services, consult with one of the attorneys at Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC, located at 38 First Avenue Northwest, Lamars, Iowa. Kemp's Dairy of Lamars is a proud supporter of area athletics. They focus on strong, healthy bodies with all their dairy products. And they continue to strive hard to provide the best possible dairy products to their customers. That's Kemp's Dairy of Lamars.
Lamars Community Athletic Boosters are proud supporters of this broadcast. Hard work and determination are vital to the success of our area athletics. The Lamars Community Athletic Boosters are proud to stand behind our athletes and coaches as they work towards success on the field and in the classroom.
When it comes to service, your Lamars Hy-Vee is number one for shopping both in-store and online. Save with the Fuel Saver Plus Perks Rewards program at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
This is Tegan Kazel, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back to A.R. Hessler Field here in Hull for tonight's non-district matchup between the 9th-ranked Lamars Community Bulldogs and the Boyden-Hull Rock Valley Nighthawks. A couple of teams who were very familiar with each other there for a while when Lamars was in 3A, of course, before the extension of the classes into Class 5A. But now it's a non-district opponent. And, Coach, Gabe, this was a really solid program here the last few years. Obviously, the last year and a half maybe has not gone the way they would have liked. But, again, like we talked about off the offset, like Coach Vigdahl talked about in the interview, you can't sleep on any team. You haven't earned that right yet, and you certainly will never earn that right against the Nighthawks.
No, when you come up here, there's some really good teams up here in this neck of the woods. You can't sleep on anybody. You have to bring your A game, and you know with this tradition, hey, Cade, this tradition, there's going to be a lot of competitiveness, and that's just what they do.
Yes.
So
Yep.
you can never just walk in thinking, hey, they lost in week 1, and so we're just we'll have an easy one. That's not happening tonight.
No, it's not, and it's going to be a fun matchup. I'm eager to see if Lamar's can keep the momentum going. You know, I think you never want to count a game as a guaranteed win, but I think maybe a couple of those first 2 games, Sergeant Bluff and North, you could tell were going to be wins, maybe not as big as they were. But this is, I think, really the first ultimate true test, like a game that Lamar's might be in for full 4 quarters. Going to be interesting to see how they respond late in the second half when the ball game might be a possession and things are magnified that much higher.
Yeah, it's going to come down to the second half. In the last 2 weeks, it's not like we've been blowing anyone out at halftime.
Right.
But you always felt comfortable, very comfortable. You
Right.
know, like we knew we had things under control. So tonight, we hope we get in the same situation.
Yep.
And we got a lot, and they don't have a bunch. But it's gonna be a 4-quarter game, and when you're playing these community teams.
Yes.
They're not the city teams. They're tradition. There's still people filing in. I mean, this is going to be a totally different environment. I loved our crowd last week. They were awesome. We had a great crowd against Sergeant Bluff. But this situation is just different, and the guys will know it. They'll feel it, and everybody here is going to know it too. This is a good high school night to play football.
It's a fantastic night. Week 3 feels great. The coin toss taking place at midfield. Lamar's community elected to defer. They won the toss, elected to defer their choice to the second half. So Boyden-Hull Rock Valley is going to get the football first. We're going to see that offense. Again, like we talked about in the interview, like we talked about right off the offset game, it's a sophomore quarterback. Carter Klein-Waltering's going to get the nod at quarterback, but again, he's proved his worth the last few games, throwing the ball well and leading the Nighthawk offense to a pretty solid performance, especially last week against West Sioux.
Yes, absolutely. He was throwing the ball all over the place. I had a chance to watch some of the film and talk to some of the coaches, and he was slinging it. And they're gonna do a lot. They're gonna get vertical with it to try to test the defensive backs, but they're gonna run a lot of screen stuff. They're gonna try to make sure they keep us off balance. The one thing we have is we do have Alex Allen, and we have Aiden Hogue, and we have Evan Jalis, and those guys are forces. They're great tacklers, and there's a lot of other great guys out there too. I'm not leaving anybody out, I promise. But those 3, that little triangle of the defensive ends and your middle linebacker, are key to containing this offense tonight.
Yeah, you feel pretty good when you've got those 2 guys on the end, and then Evan Jalis in the middle. Yeah, you feel pretty good, and I think Lamar's should, rightfully so. So we're going to see the Bulldogs kick this one off to start the ball game. It'll be Giovanni Kabongo teeing it up at his own 40-yard line. Bulldogs wearing their all-white road uniforms, white jerseys, white pants with the black numbers and letters trimmed in red. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley's got the sharp all-black uniforms with the blue trimming around white numbers and letters. The Bulldogs going from right to left as we view it from the press box on the home side of the field. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley left to right. Here we go. Kabongo sends the high right-footed kick into the end zone. It's a touchback, and Boyden-Hull Rock Valley will start things off at their own 20-yard line. Of course, that's the aspect of the game, Gabe, that Coach Vigdal talked about a lot on Saturday is you can win the field position battle. You're doing pretty good in the game.
Absolutely. That's 1 or 2 plays difference if they're at the 35-yard line to score. Yep. So if you can keep them deeper, make them have to make consistent plays, keep everything in front, you have a better chance of making a play on defense.
So here we go. We'll see that Bulldog defense out there with, again, that line that's so good on the ends. We got Aiden Hogan, Alex Allen, Mark Moten, Mitchell Bartman in the middle. Some good secondary play. We've seen that improve as the season goes along. Carter Klein-Waltering, he lines himself up in the gun. Swin stacked to the right, a tight end close to the left side of the formation. They shift that tight end left to right, and William Klein. Klein-Waltering throws a screen pass right side. It's a double pass. They throw up the right seam, and wide open is Alex Salazar up the right seam to the 35-30, 25-20. He goes 80 yards for a Nighthawk touchdown. Right away, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley with a double pass. They threw it to the right side. It was Colby Harmson who got it, and he lobbed it up for Alex Salazar, and 80 yards later, the Nighthawks are on the board first.
Yeah, that was right out of the chutes. They saw something. I mean, you don't run that as your first play if you haven't seen something before. I guess if it's going to happen, let it happen on the first play, learn from it, and don't let it happen again. Yeah, Andrew Fafita kind of bit up, coming up to make the play because they throw a ton of those screens. I'm sure they practiced it all week. They made a nice play. Now it's time for us to come back.
So it'll be a point after try, and on to do the kicking here is Jackson Blum, the junior. And what a way to start if you're a Boyden-Hull Rock Valley fan. My goodness, this will be off of the hold of Nathan Van Ouderloo. The snap is good, hold is good. The kick is just inside that left upright, and it is good as well. Well, right away, an 80-yard pitch and catch touchdown. That goes from Colby Harmson to Alex Salazar. Nighthawks are up 7-0. We will take a break and come back. Lamar's gets a chance to respond quickly after this on KLEM.
Have a great season. Huddle up and win from NorAm Cold Storage, the coolest cold storage in the Midwest. Over 20 years of experience in packing, cooling, storing, and managing your products with exceptional service. NorAm Cold Storage in Lamar's. Hummer's Lawn Care Service will provide you with the services needed for the best-looking lawn in your neighborhood. Is it thatching, fertilizer, or simple maintaining of your freshly cut grass? Call Hummer's Lawn Care at 546-4087.
This is Alex Allen, and you are listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to A.R. Hessla Field in Hull alongside Gabe Davis. Daniel Versteg with you. Well, what a start for the Nighthawks. An 80-yard double pass for a touchdown. Goes from Colby Harmson to Alex Salazar. And Boyden-Hull Rock Valley leads things right away, 7-0 here in this ball game. And now we'll see Lamar's offense for the first time here this evening. Jackson Blum has it teed up at the 40-yard line. He's ready to boot it away. See if we can get a good return with Andrew Grant back there. And a new returner with Bo Wadley out. It's Tegan Bogue. This one goes toward the right sideline, goes out of bounds. So the Bulldogs will get some good field position. They'll have this one all the way up at their own 35-yard line. Now, Gabe, the question is, after you've been punched in the mouth on one side of the field, what kind of feelings do you have going out there for your first possession, knowing that you're already behind the 8 ball in the first play?
Yeah, well, it looks like they're going to make them kick it over again.
Oh.
But, once you get out there, you just have to understand your job is to continue to play.
Right.
If we lose 7-0, then that one play wasn't a big deal anyways because we didn't do anything all night. So it's going to take more than 7 points to win this game. I think everybody knows that, and you have to approach it that way. Let's sustain a drive or score on the first play like they did.
Sure.
It doesn't matter, but we want to try to, flip field position. If those are the types of plays that they're going to have to utilize to score, those are tough plays to do. So if the tricks are what it's going to take for them to score, we're going to be able to hold them just
Absolutely.
fine.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, they did elect, Coach Vigdahl wants them to re-kick this one. Instead of taking the ball at the 35, they're going to move the ball back 5 yards and make the Nighthawks re-kick it. Of course, Lamar's likes their chances with their return men in Tegan Bogue and Andrew Grant. They're back deep to return this one. So once again, the Nighthawks will be booting it away with 11:48 to go in the first, up 7-0 already. Here's a right-footed end-over-end kick. This one goes to the near sideline. Andrew Grant plays it at the 15-yard line. Takes it out to the middle of the field to the 20, 25, trying to reverse field, and he's going to be brought down just before the 25-yard line. The Nighthawks got him strung out. Braylon Crawford on the stop. And the Bulldogs will have the football first and 10 of their own 22.
And that's something Andrew's going to have to learn. You just have to get vertical. When they pump it into the corner like that, there's a reason. And if you can get vertical, get what you can. Maybe there's a crease, maybe there's not. Everything's not meant to be a touchdown. Sometimes you just got to flip the field a little bit.
Yeah, that's, I think, what a lot of kick returners get the mentality of, I got to take this one back to the house, to the 50-yard line. But sometimes just good field position is the main key. So Bulldogs have the football first and 10. They'll start at their own 22-yard line. Tegan Kazel motions back out of the backfield. Cole Carpenter, he takes the snap, gives. It's Jude Doherty straight up the middle, and he doesn't have much to speak of. He gains nothing back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up second down and 10.
Yeah, and Boyden-Hull Rock Valley, their MO is they're going to try to overwhelm you with pressure. They're going to bring people from every which direction. They're going to line up 3 guys probably on the line of scrimmage, maybe 4 from time to time, and they're going to bring blitzers, and they're going to move their backers around. So we're going to have to stay solid up front.
Two receivers either side of the formation as Kazel lines up in the gun. He takes a 3-step drop, faces a 5-man rush, takes a shot over the right seam. He's got Nolan Cass and threw it just a little too far out in front of his fingertips and incomplete. That would have been the big play to respond. Instead, it falls to the floor. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, that's a play that Nolan's going to have to make. And the old saying is, if it hits your hands, you should catch it type of thing. I know that's a tough play, but that's also a play I know Nolan can make. He's athletic enough. He can make that. Tegan maybe could have helped him out a little bit. There is still a little sun maybe he was peeking back into, made it a little tougher. But now you're 3rd and 10, and now we've got to try to get a little distance here.
Yeah, 3rd down and 10 from the 22. Levi Schnetzer motions across the formation. Kazel takes a snap, straight ahead run. He's got the 30 and a 1st down and more to the left seam, 34. And he's brought down for a gain of 13 to the 35-yard line. Kazel salvages the drive, picks up a 13-yard gain and a 1st down for Lamars.
That was a great job, and I'm not picking on Nolan, but if he blocks there, that might be 6 because he just stood and watched. So it's going to take 11 guys on every play making plays. And, Nolan knows that, and I'm sure he'll be reminded of that later, but that was a great 1st down on 3rd.
So the Bulldog drive continues, 1st and 10 of the 35, 10:48 to go in the first, 7-0 Bulldogs. Kazel, no drop, out of the gun, throws a pass over the top of Levi Schnetzer. It falls incomplete. He was looking to that right side, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Tegan was a little tall on that one. I think, part of that is seeing over the line of scrimmage, and they do have some big guys up there, so there's not a lot of movement necessarily as far as pressure, but when hands go up, you got to put a little bit more air on it.
So 2nd down and 10, 7-0 Boyden-Hull Rock Valley leads. 9th-ranked Lamars. Kazel in the gun, 2 receivers right. He motions Evan Pratt across the formation, gives it to Pratt on a jet sweep end around right side, trying to get to the corner and does. Up the numbers to the 40, 45, outside the numbers to midfield, and he's got a 1st down at least, and maybe a little bit more to about the 49-yard line. It's a carry of 14 for number 14, and it's a Bulldog 1st down.
Great to see Ev out there, contributing on the offensive end of stuff. He's been out there at corner. He's been playing a good corner and done a great job defensively. But now with, Bo not being available, it moves some people around, and that gives him an opportunity to get some reps.
Yeah, Bo Wadley getting dinged up last week against North. Shame, really, because he scored 4 touchdowns in that game as well. 1st and 10 for Lamar's Community. Ball spotted at their own 48-yard line. The tight end on the left side of the formation is Cole Carpenter. They motion Schnetzer into the backfield, and they give it to Levi around the left side. He's trying to turn the corner. He's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's where they'll stop him. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10 on the carry on the sweep by Schnetzer.
Yep, great pursuit by Boyden-Hull Rock Valley there. It looked like there might have been a little bit of an edge. The corner came up and did a great job. Jude popped off on him, but they did a great job. But what that means is there's probably going to be some counter stuff coming back.
So now 10:05 to go in the first. 7-0 Bulldogs. A couple of 1st downs on this drive that has been sustained. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Schnetzer motions again. Kazel fakes the give to him, gives to Doherty straight up the middle across midfield. He's got a 1st down across the 45 into Nighthawk territory at the 40. It's a gain of a dozen, and the Bulldogs move the sticks once again.
Great job by the offensive line, moving some people, and that's a little counter action. Great to see that. The last couple of weeks we've come out and we've been okay, but we haven't really sustained drives early. Tonight we're getting one in.
Well, so far 3 1st downs on this drive that has already gone 7 plays and taken nearly 2 minutes off the clock. It's at the Nighthawk 40. The Nighthawks show an aggressive blitz, and they bring that blitz. Kazel gets it out quickly and completes it to Cole Carpenter. Up the middle of the field, he's stopped to forward progress at the Nighthawk 33 on a quick crossing route. He picks up 7. It's now 2nd down and 3.
Great ball by Tegan and Cole. He was covered well by the number 4, the corner up there, Salazar. He did a great job on the coverage, but Cole got right where he needed to, kind of boxed him out a little bit and made the catch.
Big play, now 2nd down and very manageable. 2nd and 3 at the Nighthawk 33. Got a 5-man, 6-man rush. They give it up the middle. Jude Doherty, he sheds the first tackle, gets across the 30 to the 29. He's got 4 yards on 2nd and 3. They'll move the chains again for a Bulldog 1st down.
Yeah, and as a coach, you're sitting here wondering what they're going to do next. They've had 1 safety, they've had 2 safeties. That time they just had 3 safeties on a short yardage play. So they're trying to find something that's going to work for them. Hopefully they don't find it too soon.
Yeah, they've got a very versatile defense. Coach Vigdal was talking about all the things they can do, especially up front, but you talk about the secondary there too. 2-man backfield. Kazel fakes the give. He keeps left side. He sheds a tackle, and he'll get a few yards to the 25-yard line. Finally stopped at the 24. It's a pickup of 5 on the quarterback keeper by Kazel. Now 2nd and 5 upcoming.
That was a great 5-yard run. It didn't look like there was much there, but I love our offensive line. They are continuing to block even if they get beat by a hair, they're continuing to block, which is huge because that allows Tegan to make the cut. That allows those people. So if we can continue to block on the edges, we're going to have a lot of big plays tonight.
2nd down and 5 now with the Nighthawk 24 on the doorstep of the red zone. It's Kazel in the gun. 2 receivers right. He gives up the middle. It's Doherty trying to power his way to the left side. They rule him down, a forward progress. A couple of defensive linemen get in there on the stop. No gain there for Doherty. We'll set up 3rd and 5.
Good hard run there. Didn't get a whole lot, but never went to the ground. Evan just continued to block, which is not easy because that big old 76, he's a big kid.
Right.
And he's taking up some space in there.
Yeah, 5'10", 268. That's Hesway Garcia on that defensive line for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. The other defensive tackle, 6'2", 233. They're pretty big up there. 3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs at the Nighthawk 24. They'll give to Pratt on the motion. End around jet sweep. He gets vertical across the 20. Breaks the tackle right numbers 15. He steps inside the numbers to the 10. He's got a big first down to the Nighthawk 9-yard line. A gain of 15 on 3rd and 5. And the Bulldogs will move the chains. It's a 1st down and goal to go.
That's awesome. Great to see. And you know what? Eventually they're going to call and say when 14 gets in, they're going to run that sweep again because he's done it twice. He's gotten big first downs for him, and he's looked good doing it. He's looked comfortable with the ball, and that's always when people start to get those first reps of the year, you just never quite know. So that's great to see.
Yeah, these are Evan Pratt's first touches of any kind offensively. He's gone 2 carries for 28 yards. Both of them have been first downs. Now 1st and goal at the Nighthawk 9. 2 receivers left, 1 right, 7-12 to go in the first. Kazel takes the snap, fakes the give. He wants to keep right side. The ball comes out, and Boyden-Hull Rock Valley dives on it. Brecken Williamson dives on the loose ball at the 10-yard line, and the Nighthawks will take over 1st and 10 at their own 10. That stops a 13-play drive that took 4.5 minutes off the clock, and well, a turnover really hurts in any situation, but especially there.
Yeah, that's a tough one to swallow, but the good news is you sustained a nice long drive, and you know you can do it again. Now it's time for the defense has been chomping to get back out there after that first play anyway. So now the defense gets an opportunity to go out there and get their feet wet. You know, they kind of got punched in the mouth. Great drive. Good things are going to come to you.
Yeah, absolutely. There's still plenty of football left to be played, of course. And now the Nighthawks have it. It's 1st and 10. They spotted at their own 11-yard line, so they've got a big field ahead of them. It's Carter Klein-Waltering lining up in the gun. He motions a receiver, Den Beston, left to right in the formation. Klein-Waltering rolls to his right, now looks back to his left. Lots of pressure chasing. He lobs it up over the middle. That ball's easily picked off by Andrew Fafita. A diving catch at the 36-yard line of Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. And turnovers, breed turnovers. The Bulldogs will have it in Nighthawk territory following Andrew Fafita's 2nd interception of the year.
Yeah, that was a prime example of a young quarterback trying to make a big play, and you know, he'll be told, and he knows already he probably should have airmailed that one over here to the track about row 3.
You're right.
And then lived to play another down. But it wasn't the case. Andrew Fafita was in the right spot at the right time, got a second interception in the last 2 weeks.
Awesome outcome, and now the Bulldogs will have a chance to right the wrong of the last drive, not getting into the end zone. 1st and 10 of the Nighthawk 36-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 left, a tight end right side as well. Pratt motions across the formation. They fake the give to him. Kazel keeps left side. He runs around a defender to the 30, and he's got a big carry to the 27. And they're going to give him about 9 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 1 upcoming.
Yep, there they brought in Evan. He ran that cross. He ran the sweep action, and Tegan kept it this time and almost broke it. He was 1 tackle away before Crawford wrestled him down there.
And they gave him the 26 as well, so that's going to be enough for a Bulldog first down. I didn't think they were going to give him quite that spot, but Kazel does pick up 10. 1st down, Lamar's at the Nighthawk 26. Kazel lines up in the gun. This time the give goes to Kabongo. He sweeps off tackle left side to the 20. He's into the red zone, running over a defender at the 18. And he's got another big gain as well, just short of the marker. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Well, if there's anything that'll get a running back running harder is when they get to run over someone. And Giovanni Kabongo, our kicker in pink shoes, he just did that, and he did a great job of it. And that, if I know Giovanni at all, he's loving it right now, and he's ready to mix it up a little bit more.
Yeah, don't let any of those details of him being the kicker or wearing pink shoes doubt your toughness.
He is tough as nails,
yes.
and he is he's a hard worker, that kid.
2nd down and 1 of the Nighthawks 17. Kabongo's in the backfield again. Schnetzer motions across the formation. Kazel takes a snap. It's a give to Kabongo. He's got another 1st down, diving across the 15 to the 14. It's a pickup of 3, and they'll move the chains for a Bulldog 1st down.
And this is great to see. You know, we have the turnover. They give it back, and we just go right back to where we are. Now, we're almost to where we were. We've got to finish this one in the end zone.
It is 7-0 Boyden-Hull Rock Valley, 6:23 to play in quarter number 1. It's week 3 of the high school football season. We're glad you're tuned in on air, online, or on our video stream as the Bulldogs try and tie the ball game up with 6:12 to go in the first. Kabongo off the left hip of Kazel, motions the tight end Carpenter across the formation. Kazel drops back, rolls to his left. He's going to keep up the sideline to the 10 to the 5. It's a foot race to the pylon. He knocked the pylon over and he's in. It's a touchdown for Tegan Kazel. It's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. This one comes from 14 yards out, and just like that, it's a 1-point ball game with the point after pending.
Great play by Tegan. When they're in man coverage, the most important person is the quarterback. And it's hard because no one's on him except for the middle linebackers if they're spying. If they're not and they drop with some man, he's wide open, and Tegan went and made a play.
A big play at that, rights the wrong in the last drive, getting this far and ending with a fumble. And now a point after try upcoming for Giovanni Kabongo. He puts that one through the uprights. It is good. This ball game now tied. It is 7-0. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter of the contest. We will take a break and we'll come back and we'll see how the Nighthawks respond after this. You're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Hi sports fans, this is Perry from Ace Hardware in Lamar's. We're happy to have a huge selection of what you need to efficiently maintain your home so you can find time to enjoy the game. Check out what's in the store at the new Ace Hardware downtown Lamar's.
This is Drew Gallus, and you are listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back here to A.R. Hessla Field in Hull alongside Gabe Davis. Daniel Versteg with you halfway through quarter number 1, and this ball game is tied back up once again. It is 7-7 in week 3 of the high school football season. A 14-yard touchdown run from Tegan Kazel, his 3rd running touchdown of the year. And now Giovanni Kabongo gets to lay the wood into a football, but he doesn't get to the end zone. This one's going to be taken out by Caden Manscapen to the right sideline to the 10 to the 15. Nice. Evan Pratt makes a great tripping tackle at the 17-yard line, gets his knees, brings him down before the 20. And Boyden-Hull Rock Valley starts this drive of their own 17.
Great tackle by Evan. He's having quite a night already. You know, and that's the great part about having these leaders, these senior leaders on the team. Yep. They're all capable of stepping up. We've called Evan's name a couple times throughout the first 2 games, but it hasn't been a bunch. And tonight we've called it probably 8-10 times already. Yes. I feel like. So, you know, anytime there's an opportunity, these guys seem to keep seizing those opportunities.
Well, and I know in week 1 against Sergeant Bluff Luton, we were calling his name a bunch for maybe getting beat on some pass coverage. Yep. And it's really good to see him have a good night here. Now 1st and 10 for the Nighthawks of the 17. The give is to Salazar. Around the left side, he sheds a tackle, 25-30. He's in the open field, 35. Wucheng Hosniong tackles him high and brings him down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 23 yards of the carry by Salazar. 1st and 10, Nighthawks.
And that's something you don't see very often is Chase Peterson. He was right there to make that tackle, and he missed it. I don't think I've seen him miss one all year, and I don't think he'll miss very many more. But he just got a little extended there, and the athlete got around the edge, and that's what happens. Wucheng was right there.
Alex Salazar averaging 5 yards a carry coming into tonight. 1st and 10 of the 40-yard line. Midfield is the line to gain. Carter Klein-Waltering stands in the gun under 6 minutes to go. Takes a chest-high snap, dumps it off into the flat. Salazar gets wrestled down by Evan Jalis for a loss. Back at the 38-yard line, he brings him down for a loss of 2, and they had that screen read beautifully, now 2nd and a dozen.
And they gave him a nice a nice spot there.
Very nice spot.
But, yeah, Evan was all over that. And I, talked to Coach Van Arlo a little bit, and we alluded to it earlier. Screen is kind of how they run the ball, or it has been the last couple of weeks. So they're going to continue to try to do that. They only need to catch a couple of them, so we're going to need to stay balanced there.
4:54 to go in the first. Tie ball game at 7. Klein Waldrink empties the backfield, motioning Salazar to the slot on the left side. 2nd and 12. Dropping back to throw, facing a 4-man rush. Allen gets taken down, no holding call, and Klein Waldrink throws it out of bounds toward the right sideline to get it away. He was being chased from behind by Aiden Hogue. It'll be 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, Alex Allen is gonna give that guy a workout over there. Number 50. That's the
left tackle, Miles Netton.
He's going to get a workout anytime Alex Allen's in there, and he does such a good job of bending. You see the professionals and the really good college DNs bend, and when they have that bend, that makes them special. And he's got that bend. That wrestlers, stay low and get through the lower half.
So 3rd down and 12 here for the Nighthawks. The Bulldogs trying to come up with a stop, get the football back, maybe take the lead here before the first quarter ends. Motioning across the right side of the formation is Blake Mosier. Klein Waldrink looks left, now throws back to the right side. That ball is through the hands of Tayton Den-Beston, falls incomplete on a forward pass. It'll be 4th down and 12, and the Nighthawks are forced to punt.
And another screen.
Yes.
It was. They're going to move. They're going to the window dressing. They're going to roll to the left and throw back to the right. Everyone has to do their job. We had one time where we didn't.
You're right.
And they scored a touchdown. Other than that, we've been solid. So if we continue to do that, good things are going to happen. Our offense has moved the ball. Our defense has played solid the last 2 possessions.
And half of that touchdown play was a screen. You can't totally call it a screen. I mean, they had the screen taken care of. It just wasn't expecting that tight end flying across the field. So here's Klein Waldrink. He's going to boot this one away. Gets a line drive, wobbling kick. Tegan Bogue calls for the fair catch and makes the fair catch at the 24-yard line, and the Bulldogs will start this drive with 4:30 to go in the first quarter. The Nighthawks and Bulldogs are tied at 7 here in week 3 of the high school football season.
Yeah, going back to the double pass, it's one of those things you have to experience to know what it's like, and we'll hopefully never get beat by that again with this group. But and you can practice it all you want against younger kids or against a scout team, but when the speed of the game is going and it's the first play and you're amped up, it happens.
Yes.
So we've done a great job of responding. Now the offense gets another opportunity.
And the nice thing, now they can already try and put that behind him as they get a chance to take the lead here with 4:30 to go in the first quarter. The Bulldogs and Nighthawks are tied at 7. Here's Tegan Kazel lining up in the gun. We've got a whistle, and what do we have? We got timeout called, I think, by Jamie Rosenboom, the head coach of the Nighthawks.
Confusion over here on the personnel.
Yeah, maybe trying to make a late substitution. They got the timeout off in time, so we'll take a timeout as well. 4:30 to go in the first. Bulldogs and Nighthawks tied at 7. Back with more Bulldog football after this on KLEM.
Hi, this is Misty Zek.
This is Brock Nohava.
Hi, this is Happy Phillips.
I'm Carissa DeRocher.
This is Dave Close.
Hi, this is Austin Sitzman.
Hi, this is Jody with Exit Realty Midwest.
Exit Realty Midwest is proud to support our area athletes. Find them online at exitrealtymidwest.com.
Campbell's Rental and Repair, located on the corner of 4th Avenue Northeast and 1st Street, is a proud supporter of local athletics. For all your Toro product purchase, rental, or repair, visit Campbell's Rental and Repair today. They have a full line of Toro products for you to purchase or rent.
This is Mitchell Bartman, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to A.R. Hessler Field and Home alongside Gabe Davis. Daniel Versteg with you. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remain in quarter number 1. Boyden-Hull, Rock Valley, and Lamar's Community are tied at 7 here in week 3 of the high school football season. We're now in the back half of the non-district schedule. District play starts in a couple of weeks. That'll be our next broadcast when the Bulldogs head to Dale Norton Field in Spencer to take on the Tigers. It is 1st and 10 for Lamar's after forcing the Nighthawks to punt. They started their own 24-yard line. 3 receivers left. The give goes to Doherty on a counter right side. He carries up the seam to the 25 and gets forward progress down to the 30. Good pickup of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Good, strong run, and it's great to see us establishing the run game early tonight. That's probably been something that Coach Vigdahl's really gotten on these guys about is let's be able to run the ball early in the game and not just wait till the second half.
Yeah, because the last 2 games it has been not be able to run the ball first half, and we can get it going once we're up by a score or two. This is a screen pass left side, and it gets batted away by Boyden-Hull Rock Valley defensive end Miles Netton. They had that one read well, trying to find Jude Doherty in the flat. Instead, it's an incompletion, now 3rd and 4.
Yep, rule number 1 when you're throwing a short pass, O-line has to get the hands down.
Yep.
You gotta shoot the hands through the hips or through the ribs and keep those hands down as much as you can. They got a little bit higher hands there, knocked it down. But very third and manageable compared to what we've had tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had some 3rd and 10s. We've had 3rd and 9s. Yeah, it's been it's a lot better now. 3:58 to go here in the first quarter. Bulldogs and Nighthawks tied at 7. It's an empty backfield for Kazel with a powered tight end look to the right side. Schnetzer motions left to right. Kazel looks to keep up the middle. He dives forward. He's very close to the marker, but not there. This will be on the wrong side of the 34-yard line. Man, that's 4th down and maybe 2 feet.
They're going.
Nope. What are they going to do? No, they do bring the punting unit out late, and they are maybe a little skittish of the field position, understandably so. It's 4th down and 2 feet. So it'll be Tyson Augustine to boot it away. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley sends Alex Salazar back there to return. Gotta watch maybe a fake. Kazel is the up back. The snap does go to Augustine. He does get the kick away. It's a high right-footed end-over-end kick toward that right sideline. It bounces out of bounds inside the 35-yard line of Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. It'll be down at about the, I don't know, they say the 37. The 37-yard line is where Boyden-Hull Rock Valley will start this drive with 3:10 to go in the first. And again, this ball game's tied at 7.
Yeah, you didn't know the game last night. The Detroit Lions coach went for it on his own 17,
right.
So you didn't know if Coach Vigdahl was watching that, thinking, hey, maybe. But he decided to make the normal call, I will say, and do what needed to, and let the defense go out there and do what they've been doing.
Yeah, absolutely. You've been playing well on defense, and it is 1st down and 10 now for the Nighthawks, starting at their own 37-yard line. Here comes some of that motion. They shift the receivers to the right side. Alex Salazar is the Wildcat quarterback in the backfield. He takes the snap. He's looking to run to his right. Aiden Hogue's being held off the right side. Salazar has got the right sideline. There's a flag behind the play as Salazar gets into the Bulldog 41-yard line. But again, a holding penalty called back in the backfield of Aiden Hogue, and this will blow the play dead and bring it back. It'll be 1st and 20.
Yeah, Marlowe couldn't get the I looked at him right away, and he was trying to get that flag out of his pocket. He couldn't quite get it. So first time he's thrown it tonight.
There you go.
Now he's ready to go.
Yeah, once you get it out once, you're good to go.
Yep.
Marlo Van Ginkel, a very veteran official in Iowa high school football. This is a very veteran crew. You're talking about these guys have been reffing so long. You were playing with them.
Marlo umpired baseball way back when I was playing a million years ago. Umpired some football. So. Yeah, he's been around a while, still does it, still loves it. It's for the kids, you know,
awesome.
And that's a lot of the reason he does it.
We love when guys stick around because they are not valued enough. 1st down and 20, at the 27-yard line. Empty look for Klein Waltering. He throws a screen pass left side. Looks like it's to Den Beston up the left sideline. Tate and Den Beston get some positive yardage, and they will spot him down, let's see, about the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5. Maybe, just 3 to the 30. It'll be 2nd down and 17.
Yep, and that's what have to keep him in front and make sure nothing crazy happens. It's kind of interesting, their huddle. The O-line goes down, and then they do a little rock, paper, scissors here in the backfield. It's kind of an interesting look, and then they run out to their spots.
And they spread them out now. 2 receivers stacked on either side. Klein Waltering an empty look. The Bulldogs rush 4. They spin, throw a screen pass right side. Salazar trying to get outside that block. He gets across the line of scrimmage to the 34, and they'll spot him down at the 35. A pickup of 5 is going to set up 3rd down and a dozen.
Great job by Aiden Hogue all the way from the defensive end. Evan Pratt held up his receiver, and sometimes it's okay to be blocked because it allows them not to go anywhere else. And then you could see Andrew, he's like, I'm not going to beat this time. He stayed back there a little bit longer than maybe he wanted to.
3rd down and a dozen now at the Nighthawk 35-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, tight end left, and a close receiver on the right side. Klein Waltering in the gun. He takes a shoulder-high snap and a 4-step drop. He throws over the middle and throws it a little too wide. If Eric Nillis crossing over the middle of the field would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's incomplete. The Nighthawks go 3 and out and will punt on 4th and 12.
This is the longest first quarter ever, I think. This
think
feels like it's been going for a long time.
There's
been quite a few punts, a couple touchdowns, all kinds of stuff going on. But Aiden and Alex did another great job of just collapsing that pocket. And the sophomores having to make a decision quickly. He was a little bit off target there.
Yeah, 2:05 still to play in quarter number 1. Bulldogs and Nighthawks tied at 7. Carter Klein-Waltering will have the punt. It'll be Andrew Grant and Tegan Bogue back to return. This one's a wobbler to the right sideline. Bounce to the 35. It rolls out of bounds. Right sideline inside the 25. It'll be marked down at the 24. And the Bulldogs will start their drive at the 24 with 1:56 left to play here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and going back to last week, there was a couple times where Mr. Bogue was out there and he let some of these punts go, and they lost 10, 15 yards. And you could see Coach Van Otterloo and Coach Van Clyde talking to him about how important it is to catch it. You don't have to go anywhere with it. You get a free catch if you just wave your hand in the air. So later on, he figured that out. That one went to Andrew. I bet the same conversation's happening over there.
I'll make a little plug for my alma mater at Morningside. Our punt returners at Morningside are fantastic of catching the football, taking away those hidden yards, as they are sometimes referred to. Kazel keeps around the left side after the fake give. He goes up the sideline 30. Steps out of bounds to the 35. They give him the 36 as well. He picks up a dozen on the quarterback sweep off the left side. A first down for the Bulldogs.
Great job blocking. And again, that's one block away from just like we saw at Sergeant Bluff, right around the edge. So their corners are doing a good job of not getting too over anxious and kind of absorbing those blocks. But it's going to be a good night for Tegan if we can continue this.
1:50 to go in the first. Bulldogs and Nighthawks tied at 7. Kazel lines up in the gun with 2 receivers on either side of the formation. Kabongo back there as well. Kazel, the helmet high snap. They bring a blitz. He lobs up over the left seam for Cy Bixenman and overthrows him just a little too much. It's incomplete. The safety Nathan Van Otterloo on the coverage. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yep. Take a shot every once in a while. Keep him honest. Back him up a little bit. And you've had such good success in 3rd and long or 2nd and long that you can take those every once in a while. Some nights you don't take those because you don't want to get in those long positions.
So 1:40 to go in the first now, 7 apiece. The Bulldogs scored off of an interception by Andrew Fafita. Nighthawks had their first play from scrimmage go for 6. 2 receivers right. Evan Pratt motions left to right. They give it to him on a jet sweep. He hurdles one defender, gets tackled forward, and will be stopped for a loss of about a yard. Maybe no gain on the play. And they'll lose him a yard. 3rd down and 11's upcoming.
Yep, they saw Evan, and they're like, well, he's run this play 3 or 4 times, and the corner safety out there came up there hard. Couldn't quite, as he knifed in there, we couldn't quite get that block.
Now the Bulldogs are going to go big a little bit. Andrew Grant goes into the backfield. Alex Allen comes out as a tight end. Jaden Nelson, a tight end on the left side as well. There's no receivers split out. The Nighthawks stack the box with about 9. Kazel under center gives a sweep play. Left side, Doherty. He can't get to the corner. He's brought down for a loss. Brecken Williamson, a big loss back to the 31. It'll be 4th down and a mile, and here comes Tyson Augustine in the punting unit.
Yeah, there was an opportunity there. He popped in right where Andrew Grant had just gone through. So, again, Friday nights, everything goes a little faster. Andrew's going to pick that up, I guarantee it, probably even later tonight when they run that play again. So he's learning on the fly, and he's going to be a great back. That one just wasn't it.
Yeah, he's only a sophomore, by the way, so he's got some time to grow. Here's Tyson Augustine. High snap, gets over his head. Augustine's chasing it down inside the 5. He gets the punt away. Now it's blocked. It's blocked out of bounds into the end zone. It does roll out of bounds. It's a safety, and the Nighthawks go up 9-7. They're going to get the ball back as well. A blocked punt back inside the 5 after a high snap is going to result in a safety. That puts BHRP up 2.
Yep, and that's just not something that Lamar's has done all year. They've been so consistent with that, and Chase is as good as it gets. He's really solid on that, but every once in a while it just gets away from you. It happens, and Tyson did everything he could to get back there, saved some points, and you might sit there and go, well, yeah, we gave up points, now they get the ball. You're right. Now Giovanni gets a chance to kick it in the end zone, hopefully, and then your defense gets a better opportunity than giving up 7 right there. So a great job by Tyson to try to make it happen. Some coaches would say just take it, run out of the end zone. He tried to. I thought he had some room.
I thought so too.
But
it looked like
it closed well and kicked it right into the gut of the defender. Live and learn.
Yep, exactly. So now the Bulldogs, of course, have the choice of whether they want to tee things up or punt them away. They can do it's a tee up at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it's all the way back to 20.
Yeah, that's going to be the way
He's not getting this to the end zone, I don't think.
No, I love Giovanni. He's got a huge leg. I don't think he's getting to the end zone. I'd love to be wrong here, but unfortunately I don't see it. There's 15 seconds left in the first quarter. A Nighthawks safety has put them up 9-7. And now they'll get the football back as well. Giovanni Kabongo tees it up at the 20-yard line on the free kick. And BHRV will get a chance to return it. Their return men all the way back at the 20-yard line. So here we go. See if Kabongo can at least get it down inside the 5 or 10. He's going to get a good try of it. High right-footed end-over-end boot. Salazar runs to the middle, field to the 19. Takes up the right seam 30, 35 to the 40, and he gets brought down by Grant and Kabongo in the middle of that. Stopped at the 42-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Nighthawks now with just 10 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, great kick. Giovanni got to actually just let loose into one. He did a great job of getting it down there near the 20. They got a 20-yard return. That's what you expect in a situation like that. 10 seconds left in this. It's been a long, eventful first quarter.
Very long first quarter, yeah. It seems like the clock has just not been moving. We've had a lot of incomplete passes, a lot of runs to the sideline that have gone out of bounds. And now 1st and 10 here for the Nighthawks at their own 42 after picking up a safety to go up 9-7. They'll line up with 4 receivers to the left side, and this is a keep. It's a new quarterback, Tatum Beston, the Wildcat in there, carries up the right seam to the 46. He's picking up 4 yards, and that will take us to quarter number 2. Your score after 12 minutes, it is Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 9, Lamar's 7. We will take a break, and we'll come back with the continuation of this ballgame. Quarter number 2 comes your way after this timeout. You're listening and watching Bulldog football on KLEM.
Siouxland Glass is so glad you're supporting local athletes and listening to this great matchup. Siouxland Glass wants me to tell you that if you have a chip or crack in your windshield or need the whole thing replaced, you can call them at 540-9080. Siouxland Glass.
Get a special loan rate from Northwest Bank. Remodel your home, take a vacation, or buy a car. Use the equity in your home for what you want. Northwest Bank's home equity line of credit special of 6.99% annual percentage rate fixed for 6 months, then variable rate thereafter. Currently 7.50% APR. Offer available for a limited time to qualified borrowers. Call 800-678-4105 for details about credit cost and terms. Apply online at nw.bank.
Commitment you can bank on.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Get more because you deserve more with Kylie Petty, Century 21 ProLink, serving Lamar since 2011. Wishing our local teams a successful season. Visit KyliePetty.com for your real estate needs.
This is Andrew Fafita, and you are listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back to A.R. Hessla Field in Hull. Daniel Versteg, Gabe Davis with you. 1 quarter in the books. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley leads Lamar's 9-7 here as we start quarter number 2. A score update for you from Jim Lorenzen Field. Galen Catholic leads Alta Aurelia 6-0. A Cole McCarty pick 6, the only score after 1 quarter of play there. Of course, we'll have some words from Jeremy Schindler coming up tomorrow morning on the KLEM Coaches Corner. We'll have Ken Vigdahl on, of course. And we're hoping to track down as well the head coach of Hinton Community Football, Kadrian Harderson. They wrap up district play tonight with a matchup at home against Akron Westfield. We'll try and keep you up to date on some of those games, maybe once we get further on into the half. But second quarter ready to get underway. The Nighthawks with a safety late in the first quarter take a 2-point lead, and now they have the football after that. It is 2nd down and 6 for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley from their own 46-yard line, and an opportunity for the defense to try and come up big and make a stop here to keep Boyden-Hull Rock Valley from going up 2 scores. 6 plus the point after would be a 2-possession lead. So here's 1st and 10, or 2nd and 6, excuse me. 2 receivers on either side of the formation. Klein Waltering takes the snap, fakes the give. It's a quick pass over the middle, and that ball is, what was it, as a catch?
Yep,
it's incomplete. It's a catch and a fumble picked up by the Bulldogs at the 40-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and 10.
Great.
That ball was caught on that right side of the field by Blake Mosier. He was able to have it for a step. They rule it a fumble, and Lamar's will take it to their own 40.
Yes, and you can see the Boyden-Hull Rock Valley coaches saying he didn't catch it. Normally you'd always ask that your guy did catch it, but in this situation you're saying he didn't catch it. I think he did get a step, but then again, I'm just like them, and I'm a little bit biased.
Absolutely, yeah. We want this to be a turnover. It is the second turnover of the night for the Nighthawks, and now it'll be 1st and 10 for the Dogs with 11:58 to go in the first half. Ball to their own 40. Kazel play action, rolling away from pressure, throws it up over the middle, and the pass is incomplete. Looking for Jude Doherty. It'll be 2nd down and 10 as that pass falls short.
That was wide open. If he had a little bit of time, Jude was going down our own sideline for that score. So they've seen something. He's going to leak out there again. I can guarantee you that.
So 2nd down and 10 upcoming. The Bulldogs ran the ball much better in the first half than they have all season in any other first halves. They had over 100 yards rushing in the first quarter of the contest. Now 2nd and 10 of the 40. Kazel, no drop, throws over the right side, and a great diving catch is made by Nolan Cass at the 48-yard line. He picks up 8. It'll be now 3rd and 2.
Yeah, Teagan's having a little bit of a tough time getting it over the line because they are so long. Number 50 here, the Miles, he's a long athletic defensive end, so that's going to give it a little bit more time. We need to make sure we do a better job of keeping those hands down.
And Miles netting at 6'4". Yeah, that's a tough body on the line to get the ball over the top of. Now 3rd down and 2 for Lamar's at their own 48-yard line. Got to get across midfield. 3 receivers right. Play action fake. Kazel keeps left side. He's following the block of Aiden Hogue, but he couldn't get past the trailing defender. He picks up maybe a half a yard. It'll now be 4th and 2 at the Bulldog 48.
Yeah, that's a tough one. We'll see what they decide to do here. It looks like we're going to go for it here right near the 50.
They're going to bring the bigger formation out there and try and get this one. You're in the middle of the field, so you can maybe be okay with it. Ken Vigdal might be taking this one all the way down and call a timeout
over here.
Boyden-Hull Rock Valley calls the timeout. Excuse me. I thought Coach Vigdal was going to take a timeout, but the Nighthawks used their 2nd of 3 in this half. So we'll take a timeout as well. It's 9-7. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley in the 2nd quarter. We'll take a break and be back with more after this on KLEM.
For all of your commercial or residential concrete or construction needs, JMax Construction is ready for you. At JMax Construction, you can be sure that your project will be handled with great customer service as well as the best-of-class construction and concrete work. Call JMax Construction and Concrete today at 540-0574.
At Universal Windows Direct, you're not just purchasing windows, you're also getting peace of mind, knowing that their knowledgeable local staff is there for you every step of the way. You receive quality Unishield products along with a limited lifetime warranty to ensure that you're taken care of for years to come. Universal Windows Direct wishes all local athletes the best of luck.
This is Evan Jalis, and you are listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
Well, we welcome you back here to A.R. Hessler Field in Hull alongside Gabe Davis. Daniel Versteg with you. It's 4th and 2 for the Bulldogs at their own 48-yard line. 10:26 to go in the half. 9-7. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley leads. It is going to be Kazel under center. It's a straight-ahead carry for Andrew Grant. He gets across midfield. He's got a 1st down and a couple extra to the Nighthawk 48. A pickup of 4 for Grant, and the Bulldogs will move the chains.
Good, strong run for the young kid. Those are the easiest runs where if you can just get your shoulders down and get behind it. He had 1 goal. They told him to get 2 yards, and he got 3 or 4. 1st down Dogs.
He was an overachiever.
Absolutely.
Down. We love that. 1st and 10, 3 receivers left and 1 right. Kazel lines up in the gun. It's a helmet high snap. Throws a quick route left side. Schnetzer makes the catch. Tries to curl the corner to the 40. He stepped out of bounds. Just shy of the 40 at the 41-yard line. A pickup of 7 on the quick hitch route. Now 2nd and 3.
Got a little tempo here. Coach is barking.
They want to
go a little quicker.
They want to hurry things up to the line of scrimmage, and that is trying to change the pace of the game. Now 2nd down and 3 upcoming. Kazel throws a quick route right side. It's caught by Cass. He gets a block from Schnetzer, and he gets brought down from behind to the 35. It's a pickup of 6 for Nolan Cass, and a 1st down for the Dogs.
Great job. I think Levi just slipped a little bit there, and otherwise that could have been a little bit bigger play, but that happens every once in a while. You get the cool nights like this and a real grass field, which we don't see very often anymore, and the feet go out from under you. Great job of getting that 1st down.
A grass field with a little bit of a bump over the middle of
the
field.
A little bit of a giant crown.
Yeah, just a little bit of a giant crown on the field. 9:35 to go in the half. 9-7 Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. This a keep by Kazel on the fake jet sweep. He carries up the middle for big yardage. He's dragging a defender to the 30 to the 25. They ruled him down. The ball came out at the last second, and Kazel was down by contact to the 23. He picked up 12 and a 1st down.
We are going to have to hold on to that ball because they are raking at it.
Yeah, they are. They're trying to force a turnover. They've already turned the ball over twice to us. Now 1st and 10 at the Nighthawk 23-yard line. Kazel, screen pass left. It's caught by Carpenter. Gets a block to the outside from Fafita. Then he lost the football. It rolls out of bounds at the 21. It's a pickup of 2 to bring up 2nd and 8.
You almost wonder if the ball isn't a little
Maybe a little moist, yeah. Because right now that's the that one was just an unforced fumble.
There's nobody close to Cole, and he's upset with himself on that one. That's not like him. He made a great catch earlier in the night, so you know he's fully capable of hanging on to that thing. He's upset, but now he's got to forget it. Now you have a 2nd and 9.
9:15 to go in the half. 9-7 Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. Kazel motions Carpenter to the right side of the formation. The give goes to Doherty. He sheds a tackle back behind the line of scrimmage, picks up a yard of the 20, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 with the Bulldogs right there on the edge of the red zone.
We're right there. We're comfortably in Giovanni's territory now.
Right.
So
2-point game.
We're in a position where we can take the lead no matter what here. Let's hang on to the ball, get a first down if we can, but if not, we know we're capable of getting 3.
Yeah, and then Coach Vigdahl's talked about too. Now the goal can be to get to the middle of the field if you can't get a first down. It's 3rd and 7 at the Nighthawk 20. Kazel lines up in the gun. He throws a quick pass. Andrew Fafita gets the first down and more. 10 to the 5. Touchdown Bulldogs. He goes right up the middle of the field on the crossing route. He gets 20 yards, and Lamars takes a 13-9 lead over the Nighthawks here with 8:37 in the half.
Right on the money. That was just a perfect there. And the defenders kind of got stuck. And again, I think a couple defenders slipped too. So it may be, we're not used to this temperature. It's been the surface of the sun here for about 2 weeks. And so it's nice to have it cool off, but it does affect a little bit of the footing.
It does, and the Bulldogs take advantage of it, and now Giovanni Kabongo, instead of going for 3, he'll take the 1, and the point after try is good. Your score with 8:37 left in the first half. It's 9th-ranked Lamars 14, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 9 on a 20-yard touchdown reception by Andrew Fafita. Take a break, and the Nighthawks get the football after this here on KLEM Radio.
Hi, Jessica G. Well, hello, Libby Lexus. I'm so excited to get the spa treatment at Easy Clean Car Wash. My owner knows how much I love the soft water. Oh, and the quick massage just makes my bumpers tingle.
And the blow dry is to die for. It always leaves my exterior sleek and shiny.
My owner bought me a year pass so I can have the spa treatment anytime I want.
Hey, ladies. Ooh, nice tires.
Oh, Mickey Mustang, you're such a player.
Easy Clean Car Wash. Give your car the spa treatment today. 12th Street east of Hy-Vee, Lamars.
At Arnold Motor Supply in Lamars, they understand service really does make the difference. They'll take the extra step to help you find the right part. The first time, every time. At Arnold Motor Supply, service really is the difference.
We're proud to be Arnold Motor Supply.
This is Nolan Cass, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back to Hessla Field in Hull. Alongside Gabe Davis, Daniel Versteeg with you. The Bulldogs take their first lead of the night. It is a 20-yard touchdown pass from Tegan Kazel to Andrew Fafita. And the Dogs are up 14-9 with now 8:37 left to play here in the first half of the contest. Giovanni Kabongo has it teed up at his own 40-yard line. He'll be kicking from left to right as we view it. And he gets a high right-footed end-over-end kick. This one's hit a mile, but it is taken out of the goal line by Alex Salazar. To the right sideline he goes, to the 15. He just barely gets to the 15. He's brought down right there for not great field position. 1st and 10 for the Nighthawks at their own 15.
Evan Pratt again. Evan Pratt, and I think it was Tyson Augustine both down there making that play. And a couple weeks ago when we were together at Sergeant Bluff, we kicked one and they returned it, and they had because we're so used to not having to cover that. So it is great to see when he kicks that high, it allows us to get down there and pin him inside that 20, which if it would have went in the end zone.
It's even better.
Yeah.
This is a better outcome than if the ball gets into the end zone, and good to see the kick coverage unit just as good as the kicker. And is kicking for us. 8:31 to go in the half. 14-9 Lamars leads. Carter Klein-Waltrink in the gun at his own 15-yard line. He takes the bell high snap and gives to Salazar straight up the middle, and he does not get to the 20 quite yet. He picks up 3 to the 18, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, Salazar's a good runner. He's got some quickness. He had that first early touchdown. He showed the speed running away from Andrew Fafita there, but we're doing a great job of collapsing the inside and those A gaps, and then just allowing our linebackers to fill.
Well, the nice thing, too, is that outside of that 80-yard touchdown reception, not much for the Nighthawk offense. 2nd down and 7 to the 18. 3 receivers right, and Klein-Waltrink takes the snap, 3-step drop. He's being chased now, throws over the middle. That one's caught. Now up the right seam going is Eric Nillis. He gets across the 30. The ball came out. Was he down? He was not down.
Bulldogs.
It's a fumble, and Lamars will take it at the Nighthawk 33. That's the 3rd turnover of the first half for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley, and Lamars will get the ball deep in Nighthawk territory.
And I couldn't see who actually, but I saw a big rip over there,
right.
and Evan Pratt was over there. That he caught it going over the middle. Now it's a great opportunity for the Bulldogs to jump on and get another one.
A fantastic opportunity. Bulldogs will take it. 1st and 10 at the Nighthawk 33-yard line. Now with 7:52 to go in the first half. And the Bulldogs have a chance to go up by 2 possessions here. We'll see if they take advantage of it. 1st and 10, Nighthawk 33. The Nighthawks show a blitz, and they bring it. Kazel throws a quick pass, left seam. That one's caught across the 30. That is Jaden Nelson, to the 25. He picks up 8. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Great job. They had the 2 blitzers right there in the A-gap, the 2 middle linebackers. Teagan saw it, and he knew he had to get rid of it quickly.
Right.
He actually, the line did a great job of picking up 6 guys there, and they only have 5. So that's a great job up front. Great pitch and catch.
So 2nd down and 2. Ball spotted at the Nighthawk 25. Kazel lines up in the gun. 3 receivers right and 1 left. He takes the belt high snap, gives to Kabongo. He runs through a defender, gets stood up and brought down backwards at the 21, but he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down for the Dogs.
Yeah, and I think the Dogs are starting to wear a little bit on this defensive line. They've been out there a long time. Even the first drive when we didn't score, they held us because of the turnover.
Right.
But they were, 9-10 plays, and it was like 6 minutes.
It was a long time.
It was a long drive. That defensive line's been out there a lot.
Yeah, that first drive went 4.5 minutes to be exact. But the Bulldogs have it 1st and 10 of the Nighthawk 21. The give is a sweep play right side. Jaden Nelson trying to run through a defender, turns up the middle of the field and gets a positive yard to the 20 of BHRV. It'll be 2nd down and 9 upcoming.
Yeah, if Teagan keeps that, I think he's walking in the end zone. So it's only a matter of time before that happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Bulldogs, they never lose an opportunity like that twice. Here's a screen pass right. That one's caught by Schnetzer. Gets outside the right numbers to the 10. He's got a 1st down and out of bounds on the Nighthawk side of the field at the 9. It's a pickup of 11. It'll be 1st down and goal for the Mars.
All right. I've given Nolan a hard time about not blocking, and he did a great job there. If he doesn't block, that might be a pick 6 because they shot the window there. He got enough hands on him, and then Levi did a great job of just staying focused on the ball, making that catch and getting up there for the 1st down. Now we're inside the 10.
Yeah, Levi Schnetzer picks up 11 yards on that one. 1st and goal at the 9, and now the Bulldogs trying to slow down the tempo a little bit. 6:32 to go in the first half. 14-9 Lamar's leads. Kazel lines up in the gun with Kabongo off his left hips. 2 receivers right. They fake the give to Kabongo. Kazel keeps left side, gets positive yards to the 5, breaks a tackle down to the 2, and they stop him. They say he's down to the 3. Pickup of 6. Now 2nd and goal at the 3. And they're going to go quickly here. They want to speed up things. Kazel lines up in the gun. 4 receiver look. This time the give goes to Bongo. Off tackle right side, and he leaps across the goal line for his 1st touchdown of the year. It's a 3-yard carry for Giovanni Kabongo, and the Bulldogs are up 2 scores, now 20-9 with 6:10 to go in the half.
Great job, and you can see how the tempo started to get to Boyden-Hull Rock Valley a little bit. Coach has seen a couple things, and so they're doing a great job of mixing up the tempo, going slow, picking it up, going fast.
And now Giovanni can put the icing on top of his touchdown with a point after try, and he does drill it through the uprights, and now good. The score was 6:10 to go in the first half. 9th-ranked Lamar's 21, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 9. We'll take a break, come back. We have more Bulldog football coming up for you after this. Nighthawks have it when we come back here on KLEM.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
MRK Insurance knows that teamwork is dream work. At MRK Insurance, you get a great partner for all of your insurance needs. Visit them today on Central Avenue in Lamar's for a no-obligation quote for all of your insurance needs. That's MRK Insurance in Lamar's.
This is Ken Bigdahl, head football coach of the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM KLEM.
We welcome you back to A.R. Hessla Field and Hull alongside Gabe Davis. Daniel Versteg with you. 6:10 to go in the first half. 21-9 the score in favor of the 9th-ranked Bulldogs. Leading Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. Giovanni Kabongo gets a high right-footed end-over-end kick, and this one's going to be returned by Vince Scapin from the 2. Takes up the left seam to the 15 to the 20, and he does get across the 20 this time. Brought down at about the 22. And Boyden-Hull Rock Valley starts this drive, and now they have turned the ball over 3 times on offense. 1 interception, 2 fumbles. That's not going to sit well on this Nighthawk side of the field.
No, and the Dogs have just ripped out a couple of them. You know, some of them, the interception was just a young kid trying to make a play, and it happens. The last one, it was more Bulldog than it was their fault as they ripped it out. So Bulldogs obviously are going to continue to try that. We've also put the ball on the floor a couple times. We just have fallen on it.
Right. Thank goodness for that. So now 1st and 10 here for the Nighthawks at their own 23. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. They motion 1 receiver, then Beston across the formation. Fake the give to him. Klein Waltering bootlegs right. He takes a shot over the right sideline. Diving for it, unable to bring it in. Blake Mosier diving to that far sideline, incomplete. Evan Pratt there on the coverage makes the stop. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Great coverage by Pratt and great effort by Mosier there. You know, that's a tough one to, and it was a great ball. I mean, it was only where his guy was going to get it. Pratt was in good trail technique coverage. It just wasn't meant to be there. Now you live to play 2nd down and 10.
How many times do you talk about a Mosier dropping a pass when it hits his hands? That's not very often.
No, that's not very often. That's a good thing for me.
2nd down and 10. Here's the give right side out of the gun. It's Alex Salazar getting across the 25 to the 26, maybe the 27. Pick up a 4 on the carry by Salazar. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And this is where you watch Alex Allen. This is where you watch him get after the quarterback and maybe some Aiden Hogue getting after the quarterback and really trying to push them back even further.
5:35 to play in the first half. 21-9 in favor of Lamar's. Out of the gun is Klein Waltering. 3 receivers right. He looks to his left, out of the gun, rolling right, throws back over the middle. That ball is deflected up in the air. Fafita picks it off. He takes it left sideline, 25-20, stiff-arming a man, and he's brought down to the 15-yard line. Andrew Fafita picks off another pass. It's his 2nd of the night, and the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And this is what we said. It was a long game after our first turnover and their first play. It's a long game, and it's high school kids maybe more than any are just emotional humans.
Yes.
That it's going to be high and low. And so because of that, another turnover. The Bulldogs side now is a little bit more motivated, a little bit of hop in the step, and now we're looking to get another score.
Yeah, 2nd interception of the night for Fafita. This one deflected right into his arms. And now Kazel drops to throw on 1st and 10, lobs a fade to the left corner. And no receiver was there. Cy Bixman and Cole Carpenter were in that area. Nobody was under it. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Cole looks like he might
have been a little limpy there,
Yeah, let's check him out. If he's not ready to go, you know.
Hope nothing major, of course. You never want
kind of grabbing that hamstring a little bit. Don't want that.
2nd and 10's upcoming here at the Nighthawk 15-yard line. 5:13 to go in the half. 21-9 in favor of Lamar's. 2-man backfield, 1 back off the left side, 1 off the right of Kazel. He takes a snap, fakes to give to Doherty. Play action. They throw it into the flats, and that ball is picked off. That time it's Blake Mosier. He atones for the drop catch to pick off Tegan Kazel at his own 15. It's the 2nd turnover for the Mars now, and the Nighthawks start inside their own red zone.
Just a generous group on both sides tonight. Everybody's just kind of giving the ball away tonight.
Man.
So, you know, turnabout is fair play, I guess, and now we'll have to try to see if we can get it back one more time, maybe get in before half. Still 5 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, 5 minutes left in the first half. There have been a grand total of 6 turnovers tonight. We've had 3 interceptions and 3 fumbles. 4 turnovers for the Nighthawks, 2 for the Bulldogs, and a safety. Yeah, we have bingo, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Geez, blackout bingo at this rate. 1st and 10 here for the Nighthawks. They started their own 15. It's Klein Waltering with a 5-receiver look. No man in the backfield. Now he motions Salazar there. Gives the left side. It's a end around right side. They throw over to Klein Waltering, who makes the catch of the right seam across the 25 and gets to the 29-yard line. Boy, some trickery. They gave it to Salazar. He pitched to Moser, who threw to Klein Waltering and picks up 14 yards on a 1st down.
And again, that's a great play, and you're happy when your team makes it. But that's the 2nd most successful play that they've had, and it's come from trickeration. And when that type of stuff happens, yes, trickeration's a word for those listening.
It is.
When those types of things are the things that are moving the ball consistently, as a defense, you're okay with that.
We'll make sure to add that into the dictionary
next
time. Yeah, absolutely. 1st and 10 here at the 29. It is going to be Klein Waltering rolling left out of the gun. He's taking a shot over the left sideline, and that ball falls in and out of the hands of Eric Nillis. Waching Hosniong there to break it up after the fact. It'll be 2nd down and 10 upcoming.
Yeah, another really well-placed ball by the young sophomore quarterback, and Waching was right there. That's the technique we play. That's what's going to be open. It's going to force them to make a perfect pass and perfect catch, and they missed on a couple of them.
So 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. 21-9. 9th-ranked Lamars leads Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. Second down and 10 of the 29. Klein Waltering lines up in the gun. A receiver off either side. Takes the snap and gives to Salazar. Straight up the middle.
Nice.
Mitchell Bartman right there to bring him down. Evan Jalis helped out. It's a pickup of just a yard to the 30. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Yeah, great job of collapsing the middle. They haven't tried to run a whole lot. They actually haven't thrown a lot of screens, so maybe that's something we can look to expect right here. Maybe some sort of screen to try to get the ball moving. Looks like we got Christian Cook in there at D tackle after Bartman makes a big play.
Yeah, big play there for Mitchell Bartman. Christian Cook, we've heard about him a number of times. He's actually a backup defensive end, but stick him in the middle too. He can make a big play. Now Jalis creeps up, showing a blitz off the middle. 3rd down and 9 from the 30, and now Jalis drops back into coverage. Rolling to his left is Klein Waltering. Throws toward the left sideline. Waching comes over the top and was able to disrupt the pass. Incomplete for Eric Nillis. So it'll be 4th and 9, and the Nighthawk punting unit comes out.
Waching's just got to be a nightmare to try to get off of because he's so long. He's fast enough that if he is in trail, he can stay there, but he's so long and his hands are just all over all the time. That's tough to make that play.
That's the thing about the Hosniong boys. They are just all over the place. They are long. You don't want to get into it with them because you're not going to win that. Now 4th and 9 here at the 30-yard line, and a punt for Klein Waltering. He gets it off the side of his foot a little bit. It rolls up that right sideline, and it goes out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it? They're going to spot it at the Bulldog 40. No, they're going to march it off still.
Yeah,
so
it's going to be way back there. It
way
should be
back there. It'll be up
45,
to
46.
The Nighthawk 46-yard line. Good field position for the Bulldogs. They'll start it with 3:44.5 in Nighthawk territory.
A nice 3-minute and 30-second, 46-yard drive here to end the half would be exactly what we needed.
It is 21-9. Lamars leads Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. The Bulldogs have started in Nighthawk territory pretty much all half. The ball has not been on Lamar's side of midfield, and this give goes to Kabongo. He cuts toward the left seam 30, breaks a tackle, left numbers 25-20. We're a foot race to the pylon to the 10 to the 5. He gets tackled short of the end zone inside the 5-yard line. Giovanni Kabongo went straight up the middle, got to that left sideline, picks up 44. It's 1st and goal.
Yeah, that foot speed is something that not everybody has. Giovanni's used to, moving on the soccer field and did a great job open field, making some moves and gets us right down there next to the goal line.
1st and goal at about the 2 or the 3-yard line. 2 receivers either side of Casely. Gives to Kabongo straight up the middle, and Kabongo gets tripped up in that pile. He picks up a yard to the 1. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, and anytime you have somebody make that long run, you want to try to feed him into the end zone. But Coach gave him 1. Now he said, Giovanni coming out. We're going to get some big backs in there, and we're going to see what happens.
21-9. Lamars leads Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. 3:08 to go in the first half. And looked like maybe Coach Vigdahl was going to call a timeout there for a second, but he does not. Just wanted to maybe be extra clear on the play call. 2nd down and goal from the 1-yard line. 2-man backfield. Kazel is under center. He takes the snap, gives it. It's Andrew Grant trying to dive forward, and he is in. It's a Bulldog touchdown. Andrew Grant's into the end zone for the first time as a varsity Bulldog. It is 27-9 Lamars with 2:49 left in the first half.
And he didn't need to get very far. He got just enough. The O-line did a great job running over, it looked like Drew Gallus over there on the right side and Aiden Hogue on the right side. And they didn't get a lot of movement, but they got enough to get over the goal line.
A big touchdown run there for Andrew Grant. And now the point after try upcoming with 2:49 left to play in the half. 27-9 Bulldogs. Here's the snap, the spot from Kazel. The right-footed kick by Kabongo is through the uprights, and it is good. Your score with 2:49 to play in the first half. Lamar's 28, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 9. We'll take a break, and we'll come back. More Bulldog football on the way here on KLEM.
State Farm agent Michael Crank is a proud supporter of local athletics. Whether you are looking for auto, home, or health insurance, choose the agent that will be on your side. State Farm agent Michael Crank.
Timmons Construction believes leadership, teamwork, communication, training, planning, attention to detail, dedication, and work ethic make athletic teams successful. Timmons Construction also realizes those same qualities are the necessary ingredients for a successful business. Timmons Construction is proud to sponsor this sports broadcast.
The Lamar's Knights of Columbus Council 1466 would like to wish our teams the best of luck in the game. The Knights of Columbus is proud to support our schools and many charities throughout the year with our pork chop dinners and fish fries. Check out upcoming events by visiting their Facebook page at Lamar's KFC.
This is Bo Wadley, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back here to A.R. Hessla Field in Hull. Daniel Versteg, Gabe Davis with you. 2:49 left to play in the first half. The 9th-ranked Bulldogs lead Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 28-9. Here in week 3 of the high school football season, Bulldogs trying to improve to 3-0 on the year. The Nighthawks are trying to get above 500. Giovanni Kabongo will kick this one away after rushing for 45 yards on that last possession. He's getting the point after, and now he'll kick this one out of the end zone for a touchback. And the Nighthawks will start this drive at their own 20 with 2:48 left to play before halftime. Only one timeout as well for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley.
But on the flip side, the Bulldogs have all three. And the way this game's gone, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley hasn't been able to run the ball real successfully. Bulldogs have all their timeouts. If they throw an incomplete pass, it's going to stop. So the Bulldogs are going to be looking to get the ball back and score one more time before half.
Yeah, absolutely. They could really put this ball game on ice if they do that. It's 28-9. Lamar's leads. 2:48 left before halftime. 1st and 10 for the Nighthawks. They'll start at their own 20-yard line. Just for a little tidbit here, this ball has not crossed midfield into Lamar's territory since the start of this second quarter. Only 3 plays have been played on Lamar's side of midfield. Salazar keeps around the left side of the 25, turns up the numbers 30. 35 to the left sideline, 40. He's tackled out of bounds by Evan Jalis. It's a pickup of about 20 yards on the carry by Alex Salazar. It'll be 1st and 10, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley.
Yeah, and just like that, they get it out there a little bit. Lamar's playing a little bit of a safe defense here, not getting too over pursuit happy because they have had 2 plays that have been a little bit of trickery. So trying to make sure they keep everything in front, and BHRV is going to make sure that they use the clock that they can.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes to go before halftime. 28-9 Lamar's. And now in the backfield is a different quarterback once again. It's Alex Salazar, actually. 4 receivers right. He takes the snap. He looks to run left side, and he does up the sideline, outside the numbers. He gets stopped in the open field at the 43-yard line, gain of 2, and now 2nd and 8's upcoming.
That was interesting because Alex Allen really locked on to the end there and did not come flying upfield, and that's what they wanted. I think they may have had a little shovel pass or some sort of action there, but he did such a good job of staying home. There was nothing there.
So Klein Walterink now goes back out to man the quarterback position with the 4 receivers set, 2 on either side, a tight end on the right side of the formation. 2nd and 8 of the 43. Empty backfield, Klein Walterink, shoulder high snap, spins to his right, now throws over the middle of the field, and a catch is made by Caden Van Scapen. He is dragged down from behind by Nolan Cass at the Bulldog 29-yard line, straight up the middle of the field. The Nighthawks pick up nearly 30 and a 1st down into Bulldog territory.
Yeah, no safety in the middle of the field. They recognize that right away, just ran a nice little post pattern. And got Nolan on the backside. Great ball. Another 1st down.
Yeah, it's the first time this ball has been in Lamar's territory since Lamar's first drive of this second quarter. 1st down and 10 here at the Bulldog 29. Play action. Klein Waltering takes a shot over that right sideline into single coverage. That ball is off of the left hand of Blake Mosier and incomplete. Evan Pratt in there on some good coverage once again. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
And that's always that tough call when you see the defensive back facing and everyone's thinking it's pass interference. He can do that. He doesn't have to turn and find the ball. He can face guard. He can do that if need be.
Yeah, the NFL has kind of screwed up everybody's idea of pass interference, I think, because a lot of that stuff is just kind of an automatic flag at the higher levels. But 2nd down and 10's upcoming at the Bulldog 29. Rolling right, Klein Waltering throws a quick pass over the middle. Van Scapen juggled it for a moment, made a catch on his left hip. He gets across the 15 to the 14-yard line. It's a 15-yard completion as Van Scapen found a hole in the zone and gets into the red zone with a 1st down.
Bulldogs went to a 3-man front there, so you would think we had coverage, but looks like we got a little bit more spread out in the middle, and now they're in prime position to get their 2nd touchdown of the night.
Yeah, with a minute to go before halftime, they only have 1 timeout, and they're at the Bulldog 14, 1st and 10. It's Klein Walterink in the gun. He motions Van Scapen left to right. He takes the snap, rolls to his left, looking to throw back to that right side, lobs it over the defensive lineman. That allows some pursuit to come up, and a stop is made by Jude Doherty at the 16. He got out of bounds Loses 2. It'll be 2nd and 12.
Jude read that perfect, and he's one of those guys that's in there with this 3-man front, and it played perfect. He read that. Probably about 2 steps away from intercepting that.
Right.
Thing.
Well, he had to lob it up to get it over Aiden Hogue, who was rushing on that left side, and that allowed Jude plenty of time to get up there and make a play on it. So now 2nd and 12, just 46 seconds left before half. It's 28-9 Lamar's. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley trying to score before the break as the Bulldogs will get the ball to start the second half as well. Klein Waltering drops the throw, pressure, throws into the flats, and Van Scapen dropped a wide open pass at the 10-yard line. Incompletion will bring up 3rd and 12.
Yeah, he was open there. There was a little bit of a screen action underneath screen. And he had a lot of space up there to that top side because I believe we were in a little bit more man coverage there. We were trailing. He was open, just dropped the ball.
42 seconds left before halftime, and that incompletion does allow the clock to stop. The Nighthawks do only have 1 timeout remaining. Lamar's has all 3, but at this point now, those are not going to be used. So 3rd down and 12 here at the Bulldogs' 16-yard line roughly. Got a receiver on either side, taking the snap, Klein Waltering. He rolls to his left, being chased. He throws up the left sideline to the end zone, and a great leaping catch is made. And into the end zone is Eric Nilles for a Nighthawk touchdown. It's an 18-yard pitch and catch for 6. It's 28-15. Lamar's Community leads with 34 seconds left in the half.
That was a great throw and catch. They got away with a little bit of hold. I think on every play you could say an offensive lineman holds. So I suppose if we were on the other side, we'd be just as happy as they are. So they're right back into it. They're excited, and Coach Roseboom has them pumped up over here.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they wanted. A touchdown strike here to Eric Nilles. It's his 3rd touchdown of the year. Yeah, they got the swinging gate going to the right side, but then they move it back, and they're going to line up for the kick this time. 28-15 Lamar's, 34 seconds left to play before the end of the first half. Jackson Blum will have the point after try. Snap, spot, right-footed boot is no good. No good. He missed it wide left. And the score, 34 seconds left in the half, 28-15. Lamar's up on Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. We'll take a break. Bulldogs are going to get the kickoff. They do have 3 timeouts, so let's see what happens when we come back here on KLEM.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Perspective Insurance. Better together. Whatever your insurance needs, call Perspective Insurance in Lamar's today at 546-7821 and make sure you are properly covered. Perspective Insurance in Lamar's, a new way to view insurance.
This is Tegan Kazel, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back here to A.R. Hessla Field and Hull alongside Gabe Davis. Daniel Versteg with you. 34 seconds remain here in the first half of this contest. The Nighthawks get on the board, an 18-yard touchdown pass from Carter Klein-Waltering to Eric Nilles. It's now 28-15 in favor of Lamar's late in this second quarter. Of course, we did also mention the Bulldogs are going to get the second half kickoff, so we can look forward to that as well, see if Lamar's doesn't even let that phase them. Jackson Blum is going to kick this one away. It's going to be Tegan Bogue and Andrew Grant back deep to return. Blum sends a high right-footed, kind of a pooch kick, and an up back. It's going to be Jaden Nelson fielding at the 19. Takes up the middle of the field to the 20, 25, gets a block to the right seam 30. He is brought down from behind at about the 35-yard line. Jaden Nelson brought down, and the Mars will have it at their own 35, 27 seconds left before the half.
Yeah, and this is a situation where you don't have to get anything. You don't have to take an unnecessary chance, but if by chance you can get a big play here,
yeah, if something presents itself.
And you only have to get to the 25, 30-yard line, and you got Giovanni Cabango that can kick a field goal.
That's true, yeah. You can always settle for 3 in this scenario. It doesn't do you a whole lot of good, but he'll take its points.
No safety here.
27 seconds to go. Kazel gives to Doherty straight up the middle, and he picks up just a yard to the 37.
Played safe, and that's probably the right decision.
And, yeah, I think that's going to end the first half as we know it. Just a carry of a yard for Jude Doherty. There's no timeouts being called. There's no hustling back to the line of scrimmage. And, yeah, this one will go into the half with the score. Lamar's 28, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 15. Coming up on our halftime coverage here tonight from Hessler Field and Hull, we'll run down some first half stats, give you our thoughts, and get you caught up on all the things you may have missed to this point in the first half of this ball game. That's coming up on our halftime coverage. We'll also try and get you scores from around Plymouth County and things like that as well. Again, the score at the half, it is 9th-ranked Lamar's 28, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 15. We'll take a break. Halftime coverage comes your way after this. You're listening to Bulldog Football here on KLEM Radio.
For all your construction needs, trust the Wilchin Brothers. They're a Better Business Bureau accredited business and will be there every step of the way to get your project done right. Call 546-4135 for Wilchin Brothers Incorporated.
Connected Electric South is your electrical headquarters for residential, commercial, and agriculture. Call for a free quote today at 546-5062. Call Connected Electric South for all your electrical needs. 546-5062.
Score big with the Sitzman Real Estate Team. Hometown realtors Shane, Peggy, Lance, and Patty are cheering the Lamar's Bulldogs and Galen Jays on to a victory. Buying or selling, call the Sitzman Real Estate Team today at 546-7881.
You have big plans this fall, so use the equity in your home to free up some cash. Northwest Bank has 3 home equity loan options available. You get to choose from a fixed rate or variable rate loan. Get ready to remodel your home, buy a car, or take a vacation, whatever you want. These special loan rates are for a limited time. Apply online at nw.bank. Call 800-678-4105 for details. Northwest Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Commitment you can bank on.
At Old Glory Roofing, they believe in the principles of hard work, integrity, and commitment. Whether you need help with roof repairs or replacements, Old Glory Roofing will provide you with the best service out there. Call them today at 712-305-8839.
South Greenview Estates is a peaceful living space located across from Willow Creek Golf Course in Lamar's. Check out their 55-plus apartments. For a private showing, call 548-7424. For more details, check out their Facebook page, South Greenview Estates in Lamar's.
Hey, Bobby Blazer, how long you been waiting in that line? Head over with me to Easy Clean Car Wash. They're going to get you in and out in no time and make that black coat of yours look like $1,000,000.
Say, thanks there, Mickey Mustang. I've been out four-wheeling and I got lots of mud and stuff in my wheel wells and other places as well.
Bobby, didn't Libby Lexus tell you that Easy Clean Car Wash will pre-spray those hard-to-reach places, give you a quick massage, and make you feel and look like a whole new truck?
So that's what Libby Lexus has been up to. You know, Mickey, she's looking fine.
Easy Clean Car Wash on 12th Street, east of Hy-Vee in Lamar's.
The Lamar's Agri Center, your local source for Scott's lawn products, top-performing Kent feed products, a full line of agronomic inputs, bulk grass seed, bird feeders, bulk bird feed, and outstanding service. The Lamar's Agri Center, your source for everything that grows. Advanced Eye Healthcare, Dr. Becky DeRuyter knows all of our student athletes need to keep their eye on the ball. Make sure with an eye exam at Advanced Eye Healthcare at Walmart Vision Center in Lamar's. Dr. Becky DeRuyter.
Certified Public Accountants Cruz & Cruz extend their support to all the athletes and remind everyone, in the spirit of sports, participation is more important than winning. Cruz & Cruz Accounting, proud to be a sponsor of KLEM Sports.
This is Alex Allen, and you are listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back here to A.R. Hessler Field in Hull. Alongside Gabe Davis, Daniel Versteg with you. It is halftime, and your score at the break, 9th-ranked Lamar's 28, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 15. A, very eventful first quarter turned into an equally eventful second quarter, Gabe. Just, the craziest part, we had safeties, we had turnovers, we had...
double passes.
Double passes. I mean, it really kind of had it all. How do you move on from a first half like that to then get ready to play another 24 minutes of who knows what we're going to see?
Yeah, and who does know what we're going to see.
Yeah.
And I really think, Lamar's defense played really, really well for 95% of that. The last drive, they kind of got maybe playing it safe and played a little prevent, and that's not really what they usually do, but it's the right call at that point in time.
Sure.
So, I think defensively you're not going to change a whole lot. Make sure you can continue to stay home so those double passes and reverse passes and those things don't catch you for a big one. If they get it and they gain 20 out of it, they gain 20 out of it. You can't let them gain 80 like they did on the first play. I think we learned our lesson there. Offensively, just don't have I have self-inflicted. You know, we've had a couple self-inflicted. You know, Teagan made a pass that was, I think if he just holds it for another second, he sees somebody in the end zone. They jumped it for Cole. You know, and then we had the fumble early when we're going in to score. Both of them were inside the 15-yard line, so that's 2 more scores possibly that we could have had if we just finished those. Now, they've given us our fair share of opportunities too, so that's something that has gone both ways. But I think you're happy with how it's going. You're comfortable with a couple score lead, but you also know that this team's not going to quit.
No, they're not, and that's the bright spot about this Bulldogs squad is they could be down here at the half, they could be up by 2 scores like they are right now. They're always going to fight, and they're always going to look to improve because there's a ton of things to improve on. Obviously, when you turn the ball over twice, you know, the offense went from we're going to be rolling great to we kind of need good field position to be able to move. I mean, there were just a lot of things to really kind of dissect about that first half, but the main key is the Bulldogs are up, and they took advantage of some outstanding field position. This is a thing we don't talk about near enough, and we really should just everywhere with regards to the sport of football, the field position battle. The ball was on Boyden-Hull Rock Valley's side of the field for all but 8 plays in that second quarter. I mean, when you have that, you can do pretty much anything you want on the field, and Lamar's really took advantage of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we spent a lot of time, even inside the 30. I think if you even went from the 30 to the 50, there wasn't much because it was a couple turnovers here and there. So Lamar's did what they needed to in the first half, rebounding after a big play. The sideline was excited, and everybody was over here excited, rightfully so, and they should be. But we took a drive right down. We turned it over. It happens, but we didn't let it get us down. They punted to us a couple times, and after that, we just kind of controlled 99% of the game.
Absolutely, and controlled it, you know, on both sides, like we talked about.
Absolutely.
So let's take a look at some of the numbers in the first half of the contest really quickly, and then we'll kind of give some more thoughts on this contest. Lamar's puts up 260 yards of total offense. That's 191 on the ground, 69 passing. Teagan Kazel does complete 7 of 15 passes. He does throw an interception and a touchdown, going 69 yards through the air. But Kazel was really crucial on the ground. 9 carries for 75 yards and a rushing touchdown for him. Who else scored? We got Andrew Fafita scoring. He had a 20-yard touchdown reception. Andrew Grant got into the end zone on just 1 carry there, or 2 carries. He had 2 carries for 5 yards, and he's into the end zone once. Giovanni Cabango got into the end zone. He's had a great night. 6 carries, 64 yards on the ground for him, and that's the big thing here, Gabe. The running game has gotten going early, and you talked about that. It's probably true that Coach Vigdahl wanted to emphasize that here this week, and it's nice to see that the Bulldogs have been able to execute on that.
Yeah, and you know, and throughout the first 2 weeks, Bo's been a huge weapon in the air, you know, and now with him not available tonight, you have to establish maybe more of a ground game. You know, you have Nolan and you have other people that can catch those passes, obviously Andrew, those types of things, but establishing a run game early with Teagan, Giovanni, Jude had a couple runs, Andrew Grant's put his head down and gotten after a couple. That's huge, and that just allows everything to work in your fashion. And then you can keep that defensive line on the field. You can keep their defense on. And not that I know they have guys playing both ways, so really offense, defense, it doesn't matter. But there are a couple guys that are only playing defense, and they played a lot more plays than the guys that are only playing offense.
Absolutely, and let's be honest, playing defense wears you out a little bit more than playing offense does. It just feels like all 11 guys are always engaged on defense, whereas, you know, if the play's going to the left side and the receiver's on the right side, maybe you can take a play off here and there. But you are on it 100% of the time on defense, it seems like.
Yeah, well, some receivers take those times off.
Right.
Those are receivers. The guys up front, they're like every play is the same. We always got – but, yeah, you got people hanging on you on a defensive side and in the trenches. And even as a linebacker, you got guys attacking you, and you're trying to keep your head moving, and you're trying to find the ball and read your keys and all this stuff. So there's a lot physically, but it's also mentally, and that's what makes our defense so solid is they've done a great job of adjusting to a lot of the shifting and the movement that's come from Boyden-Hull Rock Valley.
Right, and we have seen a decent amount of that, but it hasn't always been prevalent. It's sometimes BHRV has just come out straight. Here's what we're going to run, but we've also seen not just the trickeration of a double pass or the end around throw and things like that, but you also had a wildcat in there, and four receivers are kind of odd. I mean, you see that every now and then, but again, Lamar's has really stood their ground and said, all right, we know that maybe some tricky action's going to come our way, but we're going to be able to stay home. I think you might have paraphrased this, but I hear a lot of coaches say, do your job. And whatever that job is, do it well. And I think a lot of guys have been able to say that, yeah, we've done our job well here tonight.
And that's the hard part for a lot of people. You see a 15-yard gain or a 20-yard gain on the reverse pass or whatever they did, and you're like, oh, man, what are we doing? We're giving up 20 yards rather than 80 yards.
Exactly.
And sometimes you just say, hey, they got us here, but other times you're gonna stuff that reverse, and they're going to lose 15. So you just want to keep everybody in front, especially when you're up a couple scores. Keep everybody in front. No big plays, no huge change in momentum. Keep a hold of the ball on offense, and Bulldogs should be in good shape.
Boyden-Hull, Rock Valley, 246 yards of total offense, 58 of those coming on the ground, 188 through the air. Their quarterback, Carter Klein-Waltrinks, 9 of 19 passing for about 80 of those 188 yards, 2 interceptions. Of course, the 80-yard touchdown pass went to Caleb Harmson, and then another 20-yard completion for Blake Mosier. So, again, the majority of those passing yards not coming from the quarterback here tonight. Alex Salazar has 3 catches, 83 yards offensively. He has 1 score through the air. And then you also got Eric Nillis, who has 2 catches for 33 yards and a touchdown as well. Of course, the other score for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley was a safety. That makes it kind of an awkward score. They had a missed point after, so you got all kinds of things. Right now, it's 28-15. 9th-ranked Lamars leads Boyden-Hull Rock Valley in Week 3 of the high school football season non-district action. We will take a quick break on our halftime coverage. We'll talk more things about this contest, but we'll also get you some scores of some games that might be of note around Northwest Iowa, Plymouth County. We're trying to track down all those halftime scores as well. That's all coming up here in just a few minutes on our halftime coverage from Hessela Field and Hall, where the Bulldogs lead 28-15. Back with more halftime coverage after this on KLEM.
Plymouth Awards and Engraving is a proud sponsor of local athletics. For all of your custom awards and engraving needs, visit Plymouth Awards and Engraving at 130 4th Avenue Northeast in Lamars. You are sure to find that perfect gift for anyone at Plymouth Awards and Engraving.
At American Bank, we believe in offering you what you want in a bank. Free checking, free debit and ATM cards, extended lobby and drive-up hours, competitive loans and deposit rates, online and mobile banking with bill payment and mobile deposit services. American Bank, achieving success together for over 130 years.
Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
It's the corner for fashion. Clausen's on the corner downtown Lamars. For men's, young men's, and ladies' clothing, a shoe department, and formal wear too. In-store alterations, gift cards, and personal service. Clausen's on the corner downtown Lamars.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
Floyd Valley Healthcare wants you to play at the peak of your skills. Don't forget to stretch your muscles, hydrate, and schedule your wellness checks to reach your full potential. Best of luck from Floyd Valley Healthcare in Lamar.
Young and old alike enjoy the competition of high school sports. Some participate, some watch, and some remember how it was. It's only a game, but it offers great life lessons and memories that last a lifetime. A few thoughts from Dan and Lori Rexwinkle of Rexwinkle Funeral Homes in Lamars and Akron.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Prime Bank is pleased to support educational opportunities at Galen Catholic and Lamar's community. We're proud to support our students in the classroom, on the playing field, in the band room, on stage, or in any extracurricular activity. Prime Bank works hard to help all of our children excel in their endeavors.
Member FDIC.
Make sure your life runs smoothly with an upgraded internet package from Premier Communications, connecting you with the internet speed and television access package that best fits your wants and needs. Premier Communications is happy to support our area coaches, athletes, and the parents who support them. Have a great season.
Williams & Company, certified public accountants, congratulates all area athletes in support of excellence, good sportsmanship, and the spirit of teamwork. A proud sports sponsor. Williams & Company, CPAs, your full-service business advisor with a local office in Lamar's.
This is Drew Gallus, and you are listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back to A.R. Hessla Field here in Hull. Daniel Versteg with you, joined by Gabe Davis, of course. It's our halftime coverage. 9th-ranked Lamar's leads Boyden-Hull Rock Valley by a score of 28-15 here in the non-district schedule of the high school football season. Week 3 is, of course, upon us. And it is Lamar's leading 28-15 on Boyden-Hull Rock Valley here at the break. We're trying to track down some scores for you, and we do that as we always do during our halftime coverage. Get you caught up on some scores maybe around Plymouth County. Also trying to look for some scores around Class 4A District 1. Hoping to bring you some of those scores for you tonight. Let's start first with our Plymouth County scores, and starting in the contest happening in town tonight at Jim Lorenzen Field. It is Galen Catholic currently a halftime lead on Alta Aurelia, 14-7. Akron Westfield is up on Hinton at the break. That score 13-0. Kingsley Pearson River Valley, they lead Westwood 25-7. 6th-ranked Remsen St. Mary's up on West Bend Mallard 28-12. And we have not been able to track down an MMCRU Hartley Melvin Sanborn score. If you're listening to this game and you know that score at the half, make sure you tweet it to us at KLEM Sports or exit to us. I don't know what it is anymore. But again, we do not have a score of that one. But so far, every Plymouth County team is in the lead, except, of course, for Hinton. They are trailing Akron Westfield at the break. Let's track down some other scores that may be of note, specifically from Class 4A District 1, still non-district play. But Spirit Lake leads Spencer right now. That score is 28-6 in the third quarter. Council Bluffs, Thomas Jefferson, they lead Storm Lake 20-8 at the half. Dallas Center Grimes is taking it to Fort Dodge 28-0 in the second quarter. We're unable to find a Denison Schleswig and Carroll score. And then the other score from this district has Sergeant Bluff Luton destroying Sioux City West at the half, 41-7. Some other scores that may be of note: Sibley Ocheyedan leads South O'Brien 8-7. That score is at the half as well. Central Lyon George Little Rock, the number 1 team in 2A, they lead West Sioux 56-0 in the third quarter. The 86th installment of the historic Sioux City rivalry, Sioux City East and Bishop Elin, that score is tied at the half, 14 apiece. Emmetsburg leads Sheldon 27-7. West Lyon just scored on OABCIG. They lead the Falcons 49-0 in the third quarter of that contest. And for any Hull residents, Western Christian leads Pocahontas area 34-0. That game is in quarter number 3. This ball game a little bit more interesting, though. Lamar's is up 2 scores. They're going to get the football here to start the second half. They won the toss at the start of this contest and elected to defer their choice to the second half. So we'll see that Bulldog offense with a chance to get themselves back up above 2 scores. It's 28-15, Lamar's leads. We get ready to start quarter number 3. It'll be Boyden-Hull Rock Valley kicking from right to left. Jackson Blum sends a squibber off of the leg of the up bag. It is dove on and recovered by Quinn Lasky. That ball was rolled off the left foot of Keegan Kaiser, and Quinn Lasky dove on it at his own 44, saved the possession. The Bulldogs will have some good field position to start the second half.
Great heads-up play by Quinn Lasky. Rule number 1, make sure you see the ball kicked, and he saw it kicked, and then Keegan there's nothing you can do about that. It's kicked on the line like that. There's not a whole lot to do.
Here on first down, the handoff goes up the middle to Jude Doherty. He carries for 3 yards to the 47. That's going to set up second down and 7.
But we got on top of it. Now we start off running the ball again. A nice 3-yard gain to start the night.
Yeah.
second half, I should
start
say.
the second half, yeah. No, it was, again, yeah, Keegan, there was nothing he could do about that. A great job by Quinn Lasky, though, to keep the possession for us. And now 2nd down and 7 here at the 47-yard line. Jude Doherty motions out of the backfield. Empty look for Kazel. It drops the throw. Throws over the left seam, and that ball gets deflected away from Andrew Fafita. It's Tatum then bested on the coverage, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, Andrew just let that ball get a little bit deeper into his body than I think he wanted to. Got a hands catch that. And if you do, you probably come down with it. It got tight into him, and it bounced off his chest. Now it gives a 3rd and 7 here.
With 11:25 to go in the third quarter, early part of this third, 13-point Bulldog lead. Now 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs. Have to get to the Nighthawk 46. Kazel's in the gun, 2 receivers left, fakes the give to Doherty. He keeps up the middle, across midfield. He's got a first down and more, left sideline 40, 35-30, foot race to the sideline. He gets wrestled out of bounds inside the 25. He's down at the 21-yard line. A big carry for Tegan Kazel. He picks up 32 and a Bulldog first down.
And they're hurrying.
And they want to go quickly here. 32 yards on the carry by Tegan Kazel. Got to wait for the chains to get there. And now 1st and 10 here at the Nighthawk 21-yard line. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Kazel takes the snap. He fakes the give. He wants to keep again. Up the left seam to the 15. He sidesteps a defender and is brought down at the 13-yard line of Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. Gain of 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Tegan's running with a purpose there. He didn't wait. He saw the opening right there, and he's ready to go.
And the Bulldogs are on a mission here to start the second half. Just a minute gone. It's 2nd down and long 2 at the Nighthawk 13. He fumbles the handoff, dives on it at the line of scrimmage, maybe loses a yard back to the 14, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
That's twice now him and Jude have had that same type of action. Something's got to be figured out there because that was almost the same spot we were in before when we put it on the ground. We can't do that again.
Yeah, we had 6 turnovers combined in the first half, trying to not start the second half with one. Kazel drops the throw on 3rd and 3. He's rolling to his right. He's looking to the corner of the end zone. He throws and finds Nolan Cass for 6. Nolan Cass up the right seam. He hauls in a 14-yard touchdown reception, and the Bulldogs go up 34-15 with 10:22 left to play in the third.
Great protection by the O-line. Tegan did roll out a little bit. He maybe had a little bit of pressure, but you know, he's so athletic that when he gets out of the pocket, you don't know quite how to defend him. Nolan Cass was wide open.
A huge touchdown completion to Nolan Cass, and now the point after try from Giovanni Kabongo off the hold of Tegan Kazel is through the uprights and good. The Bulldogs go up 20 with 10:22 left in the third. The score, Lamar's 35, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 15. Take a break, and the Nighthawks will get the ball right back after this here on KLEM.
Being on the winning team in Northwest Iowa for over 130 years, Iowa State Bank is a proud supporter of all our area high school sports teams.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
Hi, this is Julie Hurt with Century 21 ProLink in Lamars, your local real estate expert dedicated to results. Whether buying or selling a home, call me, Julie Hurt, with Century 21 ProLink in Lamars at 540-7757. That's 540-7757.
LSI Staffing has one mission: to match employers with great employees. If your manufacturing business is looking to partner with an industry leader, LSI Staffing is worth the call. Call them today at 712-202-2850.
This is Mitchell Bartman, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back to A.R. Hessla Field in Hull alongside Gabe Davis. Daniel Versteg with you. The score now is Lamar's 35, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 15. 10:22 left to play in quarter number 3. It was a 14-yard touchdown reception from Nolan Cass off the pass of Tegan Kazel. And the Bulldogs are up 20. And now Giovanni Kabongo will send a high right-footed line drive kick toward the end zone and out of it for a touchback. Nighthawks will take over at their own 20. We did get an update, by the way, on the MMCRU score. Appreciate that on Twitter. And that was Ethan Price who got it to us. MMCRU up big on Hartley Melvin Sanborn, 35-6 with 3:21 left to play in the third. Just really happy for Coach Oswald and everybody there at MMCRU. He was talking about how it was the first time they had gone undefeated in district play to start the year. They're going to start district play 2-0 and beat HMS for the first time in program history, at least as long as that holds a 29-point margin for the final 15 minutes. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley now with the football at their own 20. The snap goes to Klein-Waltrink. Hands around the left side. Alex Salazar. He breaks a couple of tackles in the backfield and is able to fight his way for 3 yards to the 23-yard line. Man, Gabe, that looked like it was going to be a loss of 2, but he gets out there for 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about earlier. Salazar, he's slick. He runs hard. He's physical, and he just kept the feet going. I mean, if you can get out of the grasp of Alex Allen, you're doing some work.
Right. 2nd and 7 upcoming for the Nighthawks at their own 23. Klein-Waltrink in the gun, and they motion the receiver all the way out wide to the right. Klein-Waltrink on the left seam. He takes the shoulder-high snap, looks to his right, throws over the top of Hogan, finds his target. That's Blake Mosier across the 30 to the 35. He picks up a dozen, and the Nighthawks have a first down farther toward midfield.
Yeah, and they waited and waited and waited. Hey, that was loud. And they waited and just saw who was the defensive back that was going to stay back, and it was Andrews, so they picked on him a little bit, got the short gain there for the first down.
So 1st and 10 of the 35. They throw a quick pass toward the left seam, cross the field, and threw it short of Eric Nillis at the 41-yard line. The incompletion brings up 2nd down and 10.
Same play on the other side. They're just watching to see who's going to play off. They're running about a 5-6 yard little hitch and looking. That is going to be a pass that can be picked off. I guarantee it if we jump it.
9:20 to play in the third quarter. 9th-ranked Lamars leads Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 35-15. It's Klein-Waltrink in the gun on 2nd and 10 of the 35. Throws a screen pass left side. Den Beston makes the catch. He's trying to get some blockers. Sheds a couple of tackles. Stays on his feet left sideline and gets run down to the 37-yard line. They're going to give him about 2 yards, and that'll bring up 3rd and 8.
There were Bulldogs flying everywhere in there. Jaden Nelson came flying out there, and then you had Alex Allen coming out there. There was a lot of Bulldogs out there trying to make that play, and it wasn't an easy one.
No.
He just kept going.
It was not an easy play, but the Bulldogs do stop it for just 2. Now 3rd and 7's upcoming with under 9 minutes to go in the third. 35-15, Lamars leads Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. It is Carter Klein-Waltrink in the gun. He motions a wide receiver left side, fakes the give to him, rolls right, throws into the flats. It's caught by Salazar, and a good stop of the open field. Nolan Cass back at the 41. There's a penalty marker down behind the play. I think we're probably going to get a hold, so does Coach Vigdahl value the down or the distance here? That's the question.
And this is tough because
it is.
You go from 4th and 5 to a desperate team. The clock's still running. They need to
stop the clock. Nope, it's still
going. There we go. So you go 4th and 5, a desperate team that's going to need to make something. So they could go for this, or you move them back and they're 10 yards from back there. So we'll see what Coach decides.
Yeah, they
probably decline it would be my assumption.
He was waving his arms. They are going to decline it, so they're going to take the result of the play. It's a 4-yard completion to the 41. That's going to bring up 4th down and 4 for the Nighthawks. And, here comes the punting unit.
And this is where you're yelling, no ears, no ears, no ears. Don't listen to anything. Just watch the ball.
Right.
Don't jump. If they punt it and we don't even leave the line, that's fine. We just don't want to jump and give them an offsides.
No, absolutely, because now 4 yards, that's an offsides as a 1st down. So a punting scenario here for the Nighthawks at their own 41. They bring Grant and Bogue back deep to return. The snap goes directly back to Klein-Waltrink. It's a fake. He throws. It's caught across midfield. 45. Bulldog 43-yard line. They fake the punt, and Cale Weber makes the catch and gets a 1st down for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley.
Yep, and that's what I was afraid of. Unfortunately, they're a desperate team right now. They know they need points. They can't afford to punt more than maybe one more time and have a chance at this game. So they're gonna pull out all the stops.
Yeah, and when you're down 20, you got to do some of that stuff to keep yourself in it. Now 1st and 10 of the Bulldog 42. Klein-Waltrink in the gun. 2 receivers left. A helmet high snap brings it down, gives around the left side. Alex Salazar gets stopped in the open field there. It's a pickup of 3 to the 39, and that'll set up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, we got some young Nighthawk fans sitting right in front of us if you can't hear them, and they're excited. When it was a good collision there between Jude and the running back, and Jude maybe took the worst of it It went a little bit backwards, but he was right there. Jude's playing a lot of defense now, so it's good to see him out there making plays.
7:06 to play in the third quarter. 35-15. 9th-ranked Lamars leads Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. Second down and 7 for the Nighthawks of the Bulldog 39. 3 receivers, right, 1 left. A high snap. Klein Waltering plays it. Throws toward the right numbers. That's caught at the 35. And shedding a tackler is Den Beston. He gets brought down short of the line to gain at the 32. Or is he short? No, they're going to give him the first. It's a pickup of 7. First down for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley.
Yeah, nice little spin there to get a few more yards. But you know what? If they're going to score, we have to make them drive the ball.
Right.
And if they're going to, we can live with it because we've given ourselves a little bit of a cushion here.
Yeah, because already there's 6:35 to go in this third. 1st and 10 here for the Nighthawks. Bulldog 31. The screen pass the quick hitch route goes to the left seam. It's caught by Eric Nillis. He picks up about 7 yards to the 24, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 3.
It won't be long, and you're probably going to see a little bit of a hitch and go out of them in that slot position where they run that same hitch, and then all of a sudden they take off and try to get a deep one. So maybe not on this possession, but you know that's something brewing.
Yeah, because they've thrown that hitch a bunch on the seam, whether it's going cross field. So, yeah, that would be an opportunity. Now, here's a Wildcat look again at quarterback. It's Alex Salazar, 4 receivers to his right. He takes the snap. He's running to his right. Still behind the line of scrimmage, and Nolan Cass brings him down for a big loss. Back to the 29. It's a loss of 5. It'll now be 3rd down, and we'll say about 8 to go.
Great play by Nolan. He attacked that really, really hard, and that's great to see that physicality out of Nolan to split those blocks and then go and make a tackle on a kid that's proven to be tough to tackle.
Yeah, one-on-one in the open field when he's trying to get to the corner. That's a very tough tackle to make on Alex Salazar. Now 3rd and 8 for the Nighthawks of the Bulldog 29. 3 receiver look to the left, 1 to the right. It is Klein Waltering, pump faking short. He's looking deep down the left sideline into single coverage. That ball is caught. What an over-the-shoulder catch by Eric Nillis. He beats Andrew Fafita, and Boyden-Hull Rock Valley gets on the board. Now 35-21 Lamars with 5:14 to go in the third.
What a catch. Andrew Fafita did nothing wrong, and that was that hitch and go. He hitched, they pumped it. And Andrew was right there. I can't say he did anything wrong.
No.
It was just a great catch by that young man to get into the end zone and held on to it because Andrew did a little hand fighting as they were falling down. Great play by them.
A huge catch, and that gets them back on the board. And now it'll be a point after try that was missed on their last attempt to convert the point after, and now we've got a whistle and a flag, and it'll be a false start to blow it dead. So we made a bit of a break. That is the 2nd touchdown completion from Carter Klein Waltering to Eric Nillis. And yeah, we'll get the official word from Marlo Van Ginkel. The false start will move the point after back. And probably could contribute to this one being missed again. 5:14 left in the third. 9th-ranked Lamars leads Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 35-21. And a 5-yard deeper point after try for Jackson Blum. Here is the snap. The hold gets down. The right-footed kick sails through the uprights and good. So he does still convert. And your score with 5:14 left to play in the third quarter. It is Lamars 35, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 22. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and Lamars will get the football after this here on KLEM.
Get a special loan rate from Northwest Bank. Remodel your home, take a vacation, or buy a car. Use the equity in your home for what you want. Northwest Bank's home equity line of credit special of 6.99% annual percentage rate fixed for 6 months. Then variable rate thereafter. Currently 7.50% APR. Offer available for a limited time to qualified borrowers. Call 800-678-4105 for details about credit cost and terms. Apply online at nw.bank.
Commitment you can bank on.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Galen Catholic School, excellence in education, leadership through Christ. For information, check their website at galencatholic.org.
This is Andrew Fafita, and you are listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back here to A.R. Hessla Field in Hull. A couple of touchdowns for both sides have opened up the second half. And your score with 5:14 left to play in quarter number 3. It is 9th-ranked Lamars 35, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 22. The last score, Carter Klein Waltering to Eric Nillis, on a fine touchdown reception by Nillis, his second score of the night. And now the Bulldogs will get the football back with 5:14 left in the third quarter. Jackson Blum will boot this one away. And he sends a squibber straight up the middle. It's dove on at the 20-yard line. That one covered up by Bowen Reichen. And Lamar's will start as if it was a touchback, 1st and 10 of their own 20.
Yeah, and they're not gonna kick it deep, and they don't want to put it in the air a whole lot. You can tell because they did kick it out of bounds the one time. So they're gonna squib it. Hopefully they don't get any more of those tonight, because that means they haven't scored any more points.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't need any more Nighthawk kickoffs here tonight. So the Bulldogs will start as if it was a touchback, 1st and 10 of their own 20. I guess they're about a foot behind the 20-yard line if we want to be specific. Tegan Kazel lines up in the gun, 3 receivers left and 1 right. He takes a shoulder-high snap and gives around the left side. Kabongo trying to get off tackle. Giovanni Kabongo able to fight his way for a hard-earned 3 feet. It's a yard gain, 2nd down and 9 upcoming.
Yeah, they did a good job of flowing there, and Giovanni tried to bounce it maybe a little quicker than he needed to, but it's easier said than done.
Right. None of us are built on speed up here.
No,
so.
that's not my game, believe it or not.
Yeah, I don't believe that for some reason. 35-22, Lamar's leads. Clock's starting to wind down. The Bulldogs recognize that they're in control with 4:40 to go in the third. 2 receivers left, tight end right. They motion the receiver Schnetzer. They give it to Kabongo this time. Straight up the middle, and he's got a good gain across the middle to the 25-yard line, a gain of 4, and now much better looking 3rd and 5 upcoming.
A little bit of a counter option or counter look there. I would assume we see Tegan Kazel run the ball here. He's been successful on 3rd downs. He's not easy to tackle.
No.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, he's had a great night running the football. 3rd and 5 at the 25. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Kazel drops to throw. He throws toward that left. Seeing the ball's jumped and picked off. It's taken back by Nathan Van Otterloo. He gets into the end zone. It's a pick-6 for Van Otterloo. It's his first interception of the year, and it's a 1-score ball game once again. Now 35-28 in favor of Lamar's. 4:02 to play in the third.
And there you go. Turnovers. That's a huge turnover. And not only does it hurt to have that turnover, it's an automatic score, you know? So it's one of those where it's not like they had to drive after it. It was an automatic score there. So, yeah, now we're a 7-point game, possibly a 6-point game, and we'll see what happens.
That's the 2nd interception thrown by Tegan Kazel. 3rd turnover forced tonight by Boyden-Hull Rock Valley's defense. Lamar's forced 4 turnovers in the first half. And now Jackson Blum will have the point after. We got a whistle and a flag blown before this kick. And it's 35-28 Lamar's following the pick-6 from Nathan Van Otterloo. 4:02 to play in the third quarter, and we'll see what the flag's all about.
He signaled motion, so must be a little antsy on that side.
Well, and also they of course do that swinging gate to the right side, bring it back to the middle, trying to see if they can confuse the Bulldogs. And they do it on every play. And it is an illegal procedure penalty against the Nighthawks, so a 5-yard penalty will again put this point after back to where they had to kick it the last time they scored on that touchdown pass from Klein Waltering to Nillis that he was able to make. Jackson Blum was able to make, that is. And we'll see what he does on this kick. Snap, spot is good. The right-footed kick is also good. Your score is totally flipped around from a 20-point game to a 6-point game. A pick-6 makes it 35-29 in favor of Lamar's. The Bulldogs will have a chance to respond when we come back with 4:02 left in the third. You're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
Success is born of skill and team. Like the teams playing, CNOS has combined award-winning skill and teamwork into the premier medical facility in the region. For the areas of joint, bone, muscle, nerve, and brain are treated with the skills of comprehensive care from a team of highly trained experts. And CNOS takes care of many of the student athletes in Siouxland. CNOS is proud to bring you this game. Go to cnos.net to learn more.
Colbeck Incorporated is proud to support local high school athletics. They encourage you to play hard and play smart and always show good sportsmanship. Best of luck from your friends, Brian, Kevin, and Wayne Colbeck.
This is Evan Jalis, and you are listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back to Hessla Field here in Hull, alongside Gabe Davis, Daniel Versteg with you. Your score now with 4:02 left to play in the third quarter. It is Boyden-Hull Rock Valley down by a possession. 35-29, 9th-ranked Lamar still on top. But after a pick six from Nathan Van Otterloo, it's totally shifted the momentum, it seems like, in this ball game now. The Bulldogs were up 35-15, and then a score with about 5.5 minutes left in the half made it 35-22. The pick six makes it 35-29, and now with 4:02 left to play in the third quarter, Bulldogs will field the squib kick up the left seam by Cy Bixenman. He dives on at the 37. Bulldogs will get some good field position, and now they've got to respond. We've had 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions. We'll see what the Bulldogs try and do now offensively.
Yeah, I think you continue to try to run the ball like you have been. You've been pretty successful running the ball tonight. But then, just like we said, the old hitch and go, we ran a hitch there. They jumped it.
Yeah, they
did. And it's only a matter of time before maybe we run our own little hitch, little pump and go, and see what happens.
So 1st and 10 Bulldogs. They're at their own 36-yard line. They motion it back out of the backfield and give to Jude Doherty. Straight up the middle. He picks up just about a yard. Maybe they'll give him 2 to the 38-yard line, and that would set up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, they're excited over here, and rightfully so. Yeah. They played a great game. We said at the beginning, this is probably going to be a 4-quarter game. This is probably going to be a game where we're going to learn something about us. Looks like we got a little overload to the top side. We'll see what the Bulldogs are doing here.
Yeah, an off-balance line. Kazel keeps her on that left side. Good block from Aiden Hogue. Upfield, he gets across the 40 to the 45,
run,
and a first down to the 47. He picks up 8 and moves the chains.
And that's what you want out of your senior leader quarterback. You need a first down. It didn't have to be anything flashy. Looks like we're going to go a little quick here.
Yeah, trying to pick up the tempo. Good things have happened when the Bulldogs have changed the pace. 1st and 10, give to Doherty. Straight up the middle, and he gets tackled forward to the 49. A pickup of 2 will bring up 2nd and 8. Just trying to establish the run. You mentioned that in the half a little bit there, and at one of our breaks, that the Bulldogs need to be able to continue running the football. It's what worked in the first half, and it's got to continue working here in the second half.
Yeah, and it has, and you're going to – the deal is you need to get within a 3rd and manageable here. You want to get 2 or 3 more here for sure, and hopefully you don't have to – you're not forced to pass. You can, and we're capable of it, but being forced to is a little bit different.
Kazel rolls right on 2nd and 8. He's throwing down the right sideline. Schnetzer's open. It's a jump ball, and that ball, it falls incomplete. He ended up colliding with Nathan Van Otterloo on the backside. The safety made a nice play. There's a flag back behind the play as well. It'll be a hold against the Bulldogs, and Jamie Rosenbaum, the head coach of the Nighthawks, wants that ball. I think he's going to want it moved back. He's checking with an assistant coach. No, they're going to take the down, I think. Yeah, they're going to
move him back.
Nope. Last second, yeah. It looked like he was waving his hands to decline it, but they are going to move him back. So a 10-yard penalty will set up 2nd and 18 after a hold by the Bulldogs.
And you never want the penalties, but the penalties and the turnovers right here in the last 6 minutes have really kind of cost us a little bit. It's time to, try to chunk away at this 2nd and 18, maybe get in a position where you can get another first down. Going heavy.
2nd down and 18, 2:39 to play in the third quarter, 35-29. 9th-ranked Lamars leads Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. The Nighthawks had to make a quick substitution on that right side as Kazel lines up in the gun. 2 receivers left. He takes the snap. He wants to keep left side. He gets off tackle and some positive yardage. 45 left seam 50. He jukes a defender 45-40. He's deep in the Nighthawk territory at the 38, then the 37-yard line as well. It's a huge gain for Kazel and a first down into Nighthawk territory.
And here we go again.
Yeah, they want to go quickly, of course. A pickup
especially if they're going to sub.
24 for Tegan Kazel. 1st and 10. Nighthawk 37. He takes the snap. Gives to Doherty up the middle, and he gets tripped up for just a gain to the 36. That'll set up 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, and Tegan's going to be – he's going to be tired. I know he's going down to Des Moines tomorrow to watch Dad coach, and so he's going to be probably drinking a lot of fluids and icing up because he's going to carry the ball a lot in this last 14 minutes of the game.
He's carried the ball a ton. 14 carries, 147 yards, and a rushing touchdown I've got for his line here tonight. 2nd and 9 of the Nighthawk 36. Play action. Kazel rolling right. He dumps it off. It's picked off again. It's Van Otterloo taking it back once more. Left numbers 40, 35-30, 25-20. He's going all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. Nathan Van Otterloo has picked off his 2nd pass, the 2nd time he scores on it, and this ball game's tied at 35, and a 20-point deficit has gone out the window in the matter of about 3.5 minutes.
Yep, and now it's what are you made of time. It's 35-35, and you're going to have to, make some plays. Tegan Teagan tried to make a little bit more than he could have. They blitzed. They timed it perfect. We didn't give him a whole lot of time. He tried to force it. Maybe thought there was supposed to be a guy there maybe rolling through, but there was so much traffic there. Just like the quarterback earlier tried to make a play when it wasn't really there. We'll see how the Bulldogs respond to this, because this is what you do all the offseason stuff for, is to be able to respond to this and stick together.
Minute 46 left in the third. Now the point after try is really magnified. This ball game's tied at 35. Nighthawks have erased a 20-point deficit in the last 4 minutes. Snap and spot, the right-footed kick. He missed it wide right. This game will stay tied. This game stays tied with a minute 46 left in the third. 35-35. From 35-15 to a tie ball game in about 3 minutes. Well, don't go anywhere. Bulldogs will get it right back when we come back here on KLEM.
Hi, Jessica G.
Well, hello, Libby Lexus.
I'm so excited to get the spa treatment at Easy Clean Car Wash. My owner knows how much I love the soft water. Oh, and the quick massage just makes my bumpers tingle.
And the blow dry is to die for. It always leaves my exterior sleek and shiny.
My owner bought me a year pass so I can have the spa treatment anytime I want.
Hey, ladies. Ooh, nice tires.
Oh, Mickey Mustang, you're such a player.
Easy Clean Car Wash. Give your car the spa treatment today. 12th Street east of Hy-Vee, Lamars.
Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC in Lamars supports our local student athletes, trusted for generations with reliable legal guidance. So when you are in need of legal services, consult with one of the attorneys at Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC, located at 38 First Avenue Northwest, Lamars, Iowa.
This is Nolan Cass, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back here to A.R. Hessla Field in Hull. Daniel Versteg, Gabe Davis with you. Well, about maybe 3.5 minutes of game action ago, this was a 35-15 Bulldog lead. And now a touchdown pass and 2 interceptions for touchdowns later. This ball game is tied at 35. Line drive kicks taken by Teagan Bogue of the 15. Takes it right numbers 30. Stumbles at the 35 and gets forward progress up to the 36-yard line. They'll give them the 37 as well. The Mars will start this drive at their own 37. Now both teams have turned the ball over 4 times here tonight. But, of course, Gabe, the last 2 turnovers for the Mars proving to be very much more impactful than the others.
Yeah, and in basketball we call those live ball turnovers, where you can just go the other way. It's one thing when you throw the ball out of bounds or you turn it over and the play stops. But when it's live ball stuff and you don't give your defense, who's been good all year long, a chance, that makes it tough. But you got to respond. There's no – Boyden-Hull Valley's not going to feel sorry for you.
Nope. 1st and 10 of the 37. Kazel keeps up the middle, and he gets tackled from behind. It looked like he had a lot of room up a hole, but he only picks up about 2 to the 39-yard line. That'll set up 2nd down and 8.
Look for a lot of pressure, really trying to overwhelm everybody right now. Bulldogs might look to go – play.
And the clock didn't even run. It didn't start.
Bulldogs might try to go on a little bit different snap count here just to see, because they are really timing it up.
Minute 30 to go in the third, tied at 35. Kazel drops to throw on 2nd and 8. Rolls to his left, throws toward the sideline, and throws it wide of Jaden Nelson. It falls incomplete. Now it's 3rd and 8 upcoming.
Yeah, Teagan just needs to settle down a little bit. He's all right. This team's all right. They've put in the time. They just got to stick together here. They know that things are going to go. Water always finds its level. It's going to go back and forth, and it's an emotional game. And I remember after the first play, the emotions, and then we had a bunch of positives going our way. So stick together here. We got a lot of time left in this game, and it's tied. We're not down.
Yeah, it's still the 3rd quarter. There'd be more football after this if it were to end right now. So 3rd and 8 of the 39. Kazel empties the backfield. A blitz comes, and a backer comes free. Kazel goes down for a sack. Braylon Crawford on a straight linebacker blitz came in unblocked. Kazel loses 4 on the sack. It'll be 4th and a dozen, and the Bulldogs go 3 and out.
Yeah, and that's one where Teagan did a good job of I think he really, really wanted to, because Giovanni was open, but there's no way he was going to get that ball to him. Good job of putting 2 hands, just eating that ball and being done with it.
Well, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley has not touched the football since there's about 5.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, but they haven't needed to. They've scored 14 points since that time without touching the football. 14 scored by the defense, 2 with your special teams from a safety. This is a right-footed boot by Tyson Augustine. It bounced at the 35, and it bounces out of bounds. It'll settle out at the Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 30, and that's where this drive will start with 39 seconds left to play in quarter number 3. Boyden-Hull, Rock Valley, and Lamars are tied at 35, and the Nighthawks have their first offensive possession in a while, but have scored 14 points since their last offensive possession.
Yeah, it's time for the Bulldogs to take a deep breath. You know, get out of this quarter. Sometimes you just have those quarters where things don't go your way. Started off great, but get out of this quarter, start the fourth quarter, hopefully tied, and be ready to go.
So here's Carter Klein-Waltrink in the gun. Two receivers right, tight end right. He takes a shoulder-high snap, throws a quick pass toward the right seam. That ball is caught on a leaping grab by Blake Mosier. He goes up the right seam to the 40, picks up 10, and a Nighthawk first down in the process.
Yep, and they're going to continue to hit that inside hitch, and they'll probably move it over to this side and do the same thing. That's just kind of been what they've gone to in the second half.
It's worked. It has definitely worked here tonight. First and 10 of the Nighthawk 40-yard line. Two receivers left, one right. Carter Klein-Waltrink lines up in the gun. 20 seconds left in the third, tied at 35. He takes a shoulder-high snap and a three-step drop. Gets hit as he lays it out over the middle, and pass interference is the call. Jude Doherty ran into the back of Eric Nillis. He brought him down to the floor, and the pass interference will give the Nighthawks a first down into Bulldog territory.
Yeah, and I think what happened was Jude was trailing a little bit, and the receiver slowed down and just to try to move in another direction, and Jude just ran in the back of him. It was what happened, and it was a penalty. And
just got to move on, figure out a way to move on, because right now it seems like that ball is rolling down the mountain to Boyden-Hull, Rock Valley's side, and you just got to find a way to pick up the pieces to stop the momentum. It's easier said than done. But got to dig deep, like you said, and this is really going to test what the Bulldogs are made of. They've had some cakewalk second halves these last 2 weeks, but now they are in a ball game here with 13 seconds left in the third. This ball game is tied at 35. It is going to be Tayton Den-Beston, the Wildcat quarterback in the backfield, with four receivers to the left and a tight end to the left side. He motions a receiver left to right, Braylon Crawford. He was moving forward. Should have been a legal motion. Keep right side for Tayton Den-Beston up the right seam. There's the flag on the far sideline.
I'm going to thank our Bulldog coaches for reminding them about that one, because that was really late.
Tayton Den-Beston carries for 4.
Oh, no hold.
But a holding penalty is called. Well, that's better, I guess.
Water finds its level, right?
Yeah, it does.
Just talked about that.
Absolutely. So this will back up Boyden-Hull, Rock Valley to their own 45 and set up first and 20 with 6 seconds left to play in the third quarter. You have some good news over at Jim Lorenzen Field. 28-7, Galen Catholic leads Alta Aurelia under a minute to go. Jay's going to pick up their first district win of the year, and we'll hear from Coach Jeremy Schindler coming up on the KLEM Coaches Corner tomorrow morning. Starts at 8:05. And the Bulldogs, or the Nighthawks, after the penalty, will take this one into the fourth quarter as the clock starts running after the holding penalty. Well, brand new ball game comes your way here in just a couple of minutes. Your score, Lamars 35, Boyden-Hull, Rock Valley 35. We'll get ready for the fourth quarter. Hope you'll join us back after this on KLEM.
Kemp's Dairy of Lamars is a proud supporter of area athletics. They focus on strong, healthy bodies with all their dairy products. And they continue to strive hard to provide the best possible dairy products to their customers. That's Kemp's Dairy of Lamars.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud supporters of this broadcast. Hard work and determination are vital to the success of our area athletics. The Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud to stand behind our athletes and coaches as they work towards success on the field and in the classroom.
This is Ken Bigdahl, head football coach of the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM KLEM.
And we welcome you back here to A.R. Hessla Field in Hull. Daniel Versteg, Gabe Davis with you. Our score as we get ready to start quarter number 4. It is Lamar's 35, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 35. The Nighthawks have 1st and 20 at their own 45. The snap goes to Alex Salazar, the Wildcat quarterback up the left seam, outside the numbers to the 50, 45, 40, deep into Bulldog territory, 30, 25. Fifita runs him down the sidelines. He didn't step out of bounds.
Yeah,
and
he did. Yeah,
he did. They rule him down at the 18-yard line of Lamar's. It's a huge gain, though, for Salazar and a first down for the Nighthawks.
Yeah, he got the edge and just continued going. I'm really glad that he was pushed out of bounds.
No kidding.
Because otherwise I thought Andrew just kind of quit on it, and that's not like him at all. So I was hoping and figuring that he did get out of bounds.
Yeah, absolutely. You would not expect the Fafita to give up on a play, and thank goodness he did make the play to stop him. Now 1st and 10 inside the 20. Klein Waltrink airs it out over the middle. There was a collision and a flag thrown on the right seam. Again, a collision between Fafita and Mosier. They throw the flag for defensive pass interference, and that'll be half the distance to the goal and a first down for the Nighthawks.
Yeah, I think everybody in the white needs to just calm down a little bit. There's a lot of game. They're going to make some plays. They're a good team. We said it from the beginning. They're a strong program, rich tradition, all that stuff. You knew at halftime, especially when they got that score right before half, that they were going to be ready to go. We've given them some opportunities. We need to just calm down, collect ourselves a little bit. It's going to be all right. We just need to stick to what we do.
And the Bulldogs do things well. They just got to find that again. Find what they had working in the first half. See where they spot the football.
Looks like about the
9, maybe 10.
Yep.
We'll say 10. We'll go with 10 on the half the distance to the goal line penalty. First down and goal now, or are they saying
pass interference?
Yeah, well, pass interference, but they still got the sticks up. So they,
I don't know what they're doing with that.
I don't know what that's about. I guess right now it's 1st and 1. Here's Salazar carrying right side. He goes up the right seam, and now he's got a first down. It's a pickup of.
I think he had it.
It should have been it should have been 1st and goal. Aren't those automatic first downs?
Yeah, they just haven't dropped the chains for whatever reason.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now they're still signaling first down. Well, I guess that was a first down. So now it's 1st and goal. I'm not so sure about that, but.
I'm not sure how that works either.
I don't know either. Anyway, 1st and goal here at the Bulldogs 7-yard line. 11-17 left in the game. This game's tied at 35. Yeah, I'm just as confused as you are, Gabe. Here's Salazar lined up as the Wildcat quarterback. They motion a tight end to the left side of the formation. Tight ends on either side. Salazar keeps right. He keeps lowering his shoulder. He pushes a pile into the end zone. Touchdown, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. Didn't end up mattering.
Nope.
A 7-yard touchdown run for Alex Salazar. And just like that, it was a 20-point ball game, and now Boyden-Hull Rock Valley takes a 41-35 lead with 10:58 to play in regulation on the Alex Salazar score, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
Yeah, that was all the Salazar whole drive. He didn't.
Right.
That was all him, and you're going to continue to see him as the night goes on. Especially if you don't answer with a score here, you're going to see a lot more of him.
10:58 left to play in quarter number 4. This ball game now shifted on to its head. The point after try is good from Jackson Blum, and Boyden-Hull Rock Valley has come back from 20 points down. They lead 42-35 as the Bulldogs will get the football back with under 11 minutes to go in the game. We'll take a break, come back, and we'll see what Lamar's has for a response after this on KLEM.
When it comes to service, your Lamar's Hy-Vee is #1 for shopping both in-store and online. Save with the Fuel Saver Plus Perks Rewards program at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Have a great season. Huddle up and win from NorAm Cold Storage, the coolest cold storage in the Midwest. Over 20 years of experience in packing, cooling, storing, and managing your products with exceptional service. NorAm Cold Storage in Lamar's.
This is Bo Wadley, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
And we welcome you back here to A.R. Hessler Field in Hull. Daniel Versteg, Gabe Davis with you. The score, 42-35 in favor of Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. 10:58 left to play in regulation. The Nighthawks have scored 27 unanswered points, gone from down 45-15 to tie the game before the end of the 4th quarter to now having a lead to start quarter number 4. The Bulldogs will have a chance to get the football back after going 3-and-out on their last possession and the 2 possessions prior to that ending in pick sixes. Jackson Blum will boot this away for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. See what he does. This is a kick toward the right sideline, high into the air. Andrew Grant takes it and fields it at his own 12. Takes it to the middle of the field to the 15 to the 20. Right seam 25. He gets a crease to the 30. 35-40, right sideline. He is brought down across the 45.
There's some momentum.
Just shy of the 50-yard line. That's exactly what the Bulldogs need. They'll have great field position in the middle of the field with a first down.
Great job by the young sophomore finding an opening, and usually, like you say, when they kick it to one side, you don't run across.
No.
Obviously, we had our return set up to our sideline. That was a great return, and now we've got some momentum. Hold on to the ball. Let's move it down there, and let's get a score.
Let's take care of the ball. 4 turnovers for both teams here tonight. The last 2 have gone for 6, and Kazel fakes the give. He keeps up the middle. He's got great positive yardage into Nighthawk territory at the 44. He picks up 8. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of that. You're going to lean on your senior quarterback here, and you know, a lot of people would think, oh, that means you're going to throw the ball. No, not tonight.
No.
That's not necessarily the case. He's going to use his legs a lot.
17 carries for 153 yards. Yeah, no, he's going to run the ball. This give goes to Kapongo on 2nd down and 2. He's trying to fight hard for every yard. He's still going across the 40. He picks up 4 yards and a first down for the Bulldogs. Boy, Gabe, I thought he was down, but like you said, he just kept going.
Yep.
And that's what you look for out of a running back.
And you know he's got strong legs, right?
He does.
And
yes,
you know he's got strong legs, so as long as he holds on to that ball, I'm fine with him fighting for those yards.
First down and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Nighthawk 40-yard line. 10:04 to play in the game. 42-35, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley.
We're going to have to call a timeout. This isn't going to go well.
Lamar's is bringing a late substitution in. Play clock's at 12. They got a little bit of time. Now it's down under 10. Andrew Grant gets lined up. Kazel goes under center. 3 tight ends. The give goes to Grant. Straight up the middle. He gets across the 35. Bulldozes a defender across the 30. And he's down at the 25. He picks up 15 and a first down for the Dogs.
I laugh because I'm not even sure he knew what the play was. Tegan turned around and put it in his belly, and he just ran straight forward.
Now some late substitutions. The Bulldogs try and pick up the pace.
No.
And Jamie Rosenbaum called a timeout.
No.
He got the timeout off in time, according to our near lines judge, as the Bulldogs were trying to get them called for too many men on the field. And now a Nighthawk is down on the play as well. That's the last thing we wanted to see on a play that, ends up not counting because of the timeout. But they do grant Jamie Rosenbaum, head coach of BHRV, the timeout just before he would have gotten a penalty for too many men on the field.
And I think we gained about 6 yards,
right?
You know, as on top of that. So, but 2 plays ago, I thought we were going to have to burn a timeout that, you know, might be vital down the stretch. Yeah, now they had to.
Absolutely. 9:38 to play. It is 42-35. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley will take a timeout with the timeout and the injury on the field. We'll be back after this on KLEM.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Hummer's Lawn Care Service will provide you with the services needed for the best-looking lawn in your neighborhood. Is it thatching, fertilizer, or simple maintaining of your freshly cut grass? Call Hummer's Lawn Care at 546-4087.
Hi sports fans, this is Perry from Ace Hardware in Lamar's. We're happy to have a huge selection of what you need to efficiently maintain your home so you can find time to enjoy the game. Check out what's in the store at the new Ace Hardware downtown Lamar's.
This is Tegan Kazel and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
Well, we welcome you back to A.R. Hessler Field in Hull. A great sight after some chaos ensued in a timeout just called right before the snap. Eric Johnson's up off the field, walking off under his own power for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. A great sight to see. The last thing you wanted on a play that didn't end up counting. But now it's 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs after the Nighthawk timeout at the Nighthawk 25. Give goes right side. Andrew Grant gets hit high and hit low at the 22-yard line. He picks up 3. That'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Another good, strong run out of another running back. We've had a lot of running backs and people running the ball, including quarterbacks, contribute tonight. Bulldogs going tight again, big formation.
I've got 7 different guys who have carried the ball at least once tonight. 2nd down and 7 at the Nighthawk 22. Fake the give. Kaisel's looking to throw toward the left sideline. He's got Alex Allen with a diving catch inside the 5. He's down at the 4-yard line. A big catch for 18 for Alex Allen. It's 1st and goal.
I was just going to say, and I really was just going to say, it's about time we pass out of this because we haven't done that very much. So this looks like it could be a little bit of power football right down their throat.
1st and goal at the 4. Kaisel's under center, gives to Grant. He's trying to power his way through. He picks up maybe 3 yards to the 1. That'll set up 2nd and goal.
Yep, another good strong run, and we're probably going to see a heavy dose of it. Yep, we're rolling the hands. I believe that probably means we're going to run the same play and get maybe Andrew into the end zone again. 2nd down and goal at the 1. Yeah, Grant scored already once tonight. He gets stood up at the 1-yard line this time, though. Doesn't get in. It'll be 3rd and goal with 8:30 to play. 3rd and goal upcoming from the 1. Andrew Grant. They got somebody down again.
Another player down for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley, and they call an official's timeout for it. 8:22 to go, 42-35. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley has staged an epic comeback. They have scored 27 unanswered points here in the second half, down 35-15 with about 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. A touchdown pass, 2 pick sixes, and a touchdown run later have taken a 7-point lead here at about third of the way through quarter number 4.
Well, the fans that sat in that line out there on the highway and waited to get in, they've seen a treat. I mean,
no kidding.
This many points you don't see very often, especially out of a Lamar's team that's played so well defensively.
Right.
And again, it's not necessarily the defense. Yeah, it's going to look like Lamar's gave up 42 points, but we've had a couple pick sixes and things like that. So that goes on the offense, and as an offensive coach, you kind of have to apologize a little bit to your defensive counterparts and hope they forgive you a little bit. But a lot of time left, and I don't think we're done scoring points on either side maybe.
No, I don't think so. With 8:22 to go, I think 50 is going to be hard to win this game.
Might be the number.
Yeah, that's either going to be the number or somebody might score 50 and not win here tonight. It's 42-35, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley, as a Nighthawk still remains down on the field. So we'll take a short break. We'll come back after this on KLEM.
Hi, this is Misty Zek.
This is Brock Nohava.
Hi, this is Abby Phillips.
I'm Carissa DeRocher.
This is Dave Close.
Hi, this is Austin Sitzman.
Hi, this is Jody with Exit Realty Midwest.
Exit Realty Midwest is proud to support our area athletes. Find them online at exitrealtymidwest.com.
Campbell's Rental and Repair, located on the corner of 4th Avenue Northeast and 1st Street, is a proud supporter of local athletics. For all your Toro product purchase, rental, or repair, visit Campbell's Rental and Repair today. They have a full line of Toro products for you to purchase or rent.
Siouxland Glass is so glad you're supporting local athletes and listening to this great matchup. Siouxland Glass wants me to tell you that if you have a chip or crack in your windshield or need the whole thing replaced, you can call them at 540-9080. Siouxland Glass.
You have big plans this fall, so use the equity in your home to free up some cash. Northwest Bank has 3 home equity loan options available. You get to choose from a fixed rate or variable rate loan. Get ready to remodel your home, buy a car, or take a vacation, whatever you want. These special loan rates are for a limited time. Apply online at nw.bank. Call 800-678-4105 for details. Northwest Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Commitment you can bank on.
This is Alex Allen, and you are listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back here to Hessla Field in Hull, a good sight as they have stretched out Hesway Garcia, the big defensive tackle, and they are getting him off of the field without any assistance. Good to see off of that. We resume action here with 8:22 to play in the ballgame. It is 3rd down and goal at the 1-yard line. The Bulldogs trail Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 42-35 here in week 3 of the high school football season. Now the injury actually was a benefit to the Bulldogs. Gave Lamar's a chance to draw up some things. They're going to be in 4-down territory. Need a touchdown. Of course, 8 minutes to go. It's not, totally the end of the world if they don't. Kazel lines up in the gun. 2 receivers on either side. Now here comes some shifting. They motion every receiver around. They've got 3 receivers close on the right side, 1 receiver on the left in Levi Schnetzer. Now Andrew Fafita motions closer as a tight end. Kazel drops the throw. He throws into the flats. The pass is caught by Jaden Nelson. He's into the end zone for a Bulldog touchdown. Jaden Nelson scores. It's a touchdown reception on that right side, and the Bulldogs are a point after away from tying the game, now 42-41 with 8:04 to play.
That was a little scary. He slipped and fell.
You're right.
We couldn't quite tell from our angle. It was
close.
We assumed he was in, but it wasn't a for sure deal.
But he does get in, and now the point after try by Kabongo can tie it up. The kick is straight and true through the uprights, and 8:04 to play. I would not touch your radio dial or your internet stream. Your score is tied at 42 after the touchdown pass from Tegan Kazel to Jaden Nelson. Will take a break. Nighthawks get the football when we come back here on KLEM Lamars.
Hey, Bobby Blazer, how long you been waiting in that line? Head over with me to Easy Clean Car Wash. They're going to get you in and out in no time and make that black coat of yours look like $1,000,000.
Say, thanks there, Mickey Mustang. I've been out four-wheeling and I got lots of mud and stuff in my wheel wells and other places as well.
Bobby, didn't Libby Lexus tell you that Easy Clean Car Wash will pre-spray those hard-to-reach places, give you a quick massage, and make you feel and look like a whole new truck?
So that's what Libby Lexus has been up to. You know, Mickey, she's looking fine.
Easy Clean Car Wash on 12th Street, east of Hy-Vee in Lamar.
Get more because you deserve more with Kylie Petty's Century 21 ProLink, serving Lamar since 2011. Wishing our local teams a successful season. Visit KyliePetty.com for your real estate needs.
This is Drew Gallus, and you are listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
Well, we welcome you back here to Hessla Field in Hull. Daniel Versteg, Gabe Davis with you. 8 minutes and 4 seconds left to play in regulation. Lamar's community, Boyden-Hull, Rock Valley tied at 42 after the touchdown completion from Tegan Kazel to Jaden Nelson. And now Giovanni Kabongo's out there to kick this one away. The Bulldogs need a stop on defense, need to get the ball back and get some points to take a lead after being up by 20 midway through the third quarter. Kabongo sends the high right-footed end-over-end kick deep into the night sky, and that one is bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley will start with the ball. 8 minutes and 4 seconds left to play in the game. Tied at 42 and have it at their own 20-yard line.
And the defense has been chomping at the bit to get an opportunity to make this big play. You know, they've made some unsung plays, we'll call them, all year long. They've just been consistent. And, you know, some nights you're going to need your defense to step up and make a big play, even though they do it all the time in a big situation, and there's no bigger situation than 8 minutes left tied.
Well, shoot, Gabe, you got to think they're really chomping at the bit because they've only been out there for 2 drives in the second half. Both of them have ended in touchdowns, but then, of course, the Nighthawks have doubled the score than you would think because of that, because of the interceptions. Here's Alex Salazar, the Wildcat quarterback. High snap, gets it down, carries up the middle. It was a high tackle. No face mask, looked a little close, but a carry for 5 for Salazar brings up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and they've seen something with Salazar back there because he was back there the whole last possession, ran it on the edge, and then they punched it in there. So we'll see. It looks like they are going back to more of a nope. They're going to go that Wildcat again.
Yep, Salazar's back there again. Carter Klein-Waltering is the receiver all the way wide on the right. Salazar's got a fullback in the backfield as he takes the snap, carries up the middle. He got nowhere. He got stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll give him a yard to the 26, but it'll be 3rd down and 4 and a big 3rd down play upcoming.
And now you'll see the young quarterback have to come in and make a play on 3rd down. And we know he's capable. We've seen him put some really good passes out there, and they've made some really good plays. But it's a little bit easier when you're down 21 to make some of those, carefree type passes than it is when you're tied.
7 minutes to go in the game. Mars and Boyden-Hull Rock Valley tied at 42. A big 3rd and 4 upcoming at the Nighthawk 26. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Klein-Waltering takes a snap. Quick route left side, comes up short. Looking for Tayton Den Beston. It falls incomplete. Now 4th and 4 upcoming. The Nighthawks go 3 and out.
That was great, and we had a little bit of pressure. There's Alex Allen again, and he actually didn't touch the quarterback but pushed his guy into the quarterback, which made him fall backwards. They haven't had a lot of success punting, so let's hope they don't get into one right here, but we should get decent field position, probably right around the 50-yard line.
Grant and Bogue, Andrew Grant and Tegan Bogue go back to return. Carter Klein-Walterink. We also have seen a fake punt here tonight, so you got to respect that possibility. Now the Nighthawks make a late substitution to get one of those shield guys in there. Klein-Walterink gets the snap off, right-footed spiraling punt, bounce to the 44. Grant fields the bounce to the 41. Takes it left seam to the 45, and he gets tackled down to the 48. Boy, he was lucky to hang on to the football as the Nighthawks were coming in swatting. But Lamars will have it. 1st and 10 of their own 48. 6:43 to play in a tie game.
Yeah, I think a little bit of a lack of communication there. We're lucky we got a sideways bounce right to Andrew, because Andrew looked over to Tegan, and Tegan was already going to block. So, again, young kids trying to make plays, and they're doing a great job. They've been put into situations tonight to do that type of stuff, and we're going back to that big formation again.
Lamars has all 3 timeouts left. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley just has 2 with 6:43 to play, tied at 42. Tegan Kazel goes under center, tries to go quick, now takes a snap, carries right side with Andrew Grant. He picks up positive yardage to midfield. It's a pickup of 2, and it'll now be 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, good strong run. He took a couple people off his shoulders and had to lower it a little bit, so getting 3 yards is positive there.
Andrew Grant, the 6'1", $175 sophomore, has carried the ball 7 times for 28 yards. He's gotten to the end zone once so far here tonight. 2nd down and 8 from midfield. Kazel lines up in the gun. 2 receivers left. Motion Schnetzer across the formation. Fakes the give on the end around. Kazel keeps up the middle. He gets into Nighthawk territory. Dives forward to the 46 for a carry of 4. It'll be 3rd and 4.
And this is where you're looking at 3rd and 4 here. 6 minutes left. Just went under 6 minutes. Getting a couple yards here is great. If you can get the 1st down, great. I would assume we see a little bit more Tegan Kazel.
5:50 to play. And the score tied at 42. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley was down 35-15 midway through the 3rd quarter. They scored 27 and answered to take the lead. Bulldogs answered to tie the game, and now they have it 3rd and 4 at the Nighthawk 46. The Nighthawk fans start making a little noise. They motion Schnetzer right to left, and some movement on the line. It's going to blow the play dead. It's a false start on the Bulldogs. 5-yard penalty will back them up to their own 49 and have 3rd and 9 upcoming.
Yeah, and it's not 80,000, but the kids can feel the energy and the excitement. And
you get antsy.
Yeah, you do, and you get stuck down there, and there's shifts and motions, and sometimes it's easier said than done to keep down in that stance.
Yeah, it's not like Kinnick Stadium when they get loud, and, of course, they famously caused, I think, about 4 false starts in a row against Penn State last year. But it is 3rd down and 9, and the Nighthawk fans sense the momentum there at their own 49. Kazel fakes the give. He carries off the left side. He's got a block to the edge. 45. He's close to the line to gain. Where's the spot? He stayed in bounds. He's down to the 41-yard line. He got 8 and a 1st down. Pending the spot. He does have the 1st down. He got 10, I should say, and a 1st down for the Dogs.
Yep, and it's going to be a lot of Tegan Kazel here, and I don't blame him. You're going to see some other people carry it, but it's going to be Tegan down the stretch here.
42-42, 5:04 left to play in regulation. 2 receivers on either side of the formation. Tegan Kazel lines up in the gun. He takes the chest-high snap, gives to Kabongo straight up the middle. He stood tall at the 39-yard line. They gave him 2 into Nighthawk territory. It'll be 2nd and 8. Of course, the other thing, too, is if you can get this clock down far enough. Of course, you've got a great kicker in Giovanni Kabongo. You need points, period.
Yep.
It doesn't matter how they come. And so a field goal would be able to win you the game if you can get the clock all the way down.
Yes, absolutely. And that's a weapon that Lamars has this year. And you know what? Obviously, it would have been great to have that 35-15 lead, bump it up a couple more scores,
right.
and be heading home already. But, these games teach us a lot. So it's a good thing to have this.
2nd and 8 of the Nighthawk 39. Kazel looks right. Now he keeps around the left side. He's got a couple of yards, extends the football as he gets brought down to the 36. He carries for 3 to set up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 again. And here again, you're over the 50, and you trust your defense because really they have played really well tonight. So if you can get this to a 4th and 2, you're going for it, and I don't think we're quite to where we want to have Giovanni try to blast one yet.
No,
so
not yet.
Getting in a situation, looks like we might call a timeout here.
Yeah, with the clock winding down, 3:40 to play, 3rd and 5 upcoming. Ken Vigdahl has all 3 timeouts. It looks like he's going to use one now. He's going to take the play clock all the way down to 1 second. And when he does, he'll call a timeout. With 3:30 to go in regulation, we are tied. Mars and Boyden-Hull Rock Valley at 42. A 3rd and 5 upcoming for the Bulldogs of the Nighthawk 36. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
For all of your commercial or residential concrete or construction needs, J-Max Construction is ready for you. At J-Max Construction, you can be sure that your project will be handled with great customer service as well as the best-of-class construction and concrete work. Call J-Max Construction and Concrete today at 540-0574.
This is Mitchell Bartman, and you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
Well, we welcome you back here to Hessler Field alongside Gabe Davis, Daniel Versteg with you. There's 3.5 minutes exactly left to play in regulation. Mars and Boyden-Hull Rock Valley tied at 42. It's 3rd down and 5 for the Bulldogs at the Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 36-yard line. Lamar's called the timeout. They have 2 remaining. So does Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. We'll see what Coach Vigdahl and the crew drew up. The Bulldogs hustle to the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 5. You can hear the Nighthawk fans stomping their feet. Kazel goes under center. Gives. It's a jet sweep right side. Nelson turns up the middle. 30, 25, 20. He breaks the tackle to the 10. He's all the way in for a touchdown. Jaden Nelson on the reverse goes up the middle for 36, and the Dogs lead 48-42.
That's that play that they've run over and over, and I don't want to say anything too positive about it because I don't want it not to work ever, but that has been a very successful play, and you could see it coming out of here. Usually, the last 2 years, Bo Wadley's run it. Jaden made quite an impact on it tonight.
Yeah, without Bo Wadley on the field, Jaden Nelson converts the 36-yard touchdown on the double reverse. The point after try by Kabongo is good, and your score now with 3:21 to play, it is Lamar's 49, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 42. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and the Nighthawks will have a chance to respond after this on KLEM.
At Universal Windows Direct, you're not just purchasing windows, you're also getting peace of mind, knowing that their knowledgeable local staff is there for you every step of the way. You receive quality Unishield products along with a limited lifetime warranty to ensure that you're taken care of for years to come. Universal Windows Direct wishes all local athletes the best of luck.
At Arnold Motor Supply in Lamars, they understand service really does make the difference. They'll take the extra step to help you find the right part. The first time, every time. At Arnold Motor Supply, service really is the difference.
We're proud to be Arnold Motor Supply.
MRK Insurance knows that teamwork is dream work. At MRK Insurance, you get a great partner for all of your insurance needs. Visit them today on Central Avenue in Lamars for a no-obligation quote for all of your insurance needs. That's MRK Insurance in Lamars.
This is Andrew Fafita, and you are listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
3:21 left in the game, 49-42. Lamars leads Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. Daniel Versteg, Gabe Davis with you. Giovanni Kabongo will now kick this one away for the Dogs. High right-footed end-over-end kick, and the Nighthawks will let it go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive at their own 20-yard line. All right, Gabe, we were talking about it in the break. We've seen a lot of Alex Salazar out of the Wildcat look and running the football with him, but with 2 timeouts, only about 3.5 minutes and some change, you got to be able to be multiple in this scenario down a possession.
Yeah, and really the Bulldogs need to make sure we continue to keep everything in front. Look for something maybe even on the first down. Even on first down, some sort of trick like they came out with earlier. You know they have some of those things in their bag, and see what they do. Force them into some sort of 3rd and long and put this sophomore young quarterback in a tough position.
1st and 10 here at the 20-yard line. It is Klein Walterink in the gun. 3 receivers right, 1 left. He takes the shoulder-high snap. Looks to pass right side. That ball's batted up in the air by Aiden Hogue. Jaden Nelson dove for it. Couldn't come up with it. The ball falls incomplete at 2nd and 10. What a job by Hogue to get up and swat the pass away.
And we've had a couple of those opportunities also, where we've had a ball batted down, and and it's great to see Aiden there. And I love that excitement. I see Aiden walk around the halls, and he's pretty low-key, doesn't not real high, real low, but when he batted that down, you could see the excitement. He's fully invested in this, and he wants to go make a big play.
Yeah, I love it. He only started playing football here this year after a 2-year break to focus on wrestling. Doing his senior year. Thank goodness he did. 2nd and 10. Klein Waltering rolls right. Allen chasing him. Pump fake. And Klein Waltering somehow muscles that ball away toward the right sideline as it falls incomplete. Oh, he was being chased from behind and somehow got it out of bounds, but it'll be 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Alex and Mark Moten. Markevius was right there, so great to see that pressure. And now you're moving the quarterback around, and he's getting a little antsy. Even though you didn't get him, you're making him move a little bit, and he knows now this play, he's really going to have people getting after him.
Yeah, you know they got to pass, so got to get some pressure. 3rd and 10 at the Nighthawk 20-yard line. Klein Waltering, 3 receivers left, 1 right. And he takes the snap, 3-step drop, throws toward the left sideline, caught by Den Beston, 25, turns up the sideline. He's out of bounds at the 27. 4th and 3's upcoming for BHRV.
And this is, you're going to have to go to it, and I'm going to assume you're going to see Salazar run the ball here.
Probably, yeah. You need 3. So whatever you got in your back pocket that can get you 3 yards, you got to go to, because the Nighthawks are not punting. They do have 2 timeouts, so they could get a chance to trust their defense, but now Lamar's has turned it on here in the 4th quarter. It is 4th and 3 at the Nighthawk 27. They're going for it. Klein Waltering in the gun. 2 receivers left and 1 receiver to his right. And now a timeout comes out from Jamie Rosenbaum, the head coach of BHRV. Boy, that is a huge timeout. It does not allow him to stop the clock if the Bulldogs get the ball back. 3:07 to play. 49-42 Lamar's. 4th and 3 is upcoming after this break on KLEM.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
State Farm agent Michael Crank is a proud supporter of local athletics. Whether you are looking for auto, home, or health insurance, choose the agent that will be on your side. State Farm agent Michael Crank.
This is Evan Jalis, and you are listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM.
Alongside Gabe Davis, Daniel Versteg with you with 3:07 to play in the ball game. It's 49-42 Lamar's. It is 4th down and 3 at the Nighthawk 27-yard line. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley trying to keep the game alive. Klein Waltering takes the snap, drops to throw, chased from his right side, throws up a jump ball right sideline. Blake Mosier made the catch. He made the catch at the Nighthawk 49. They gave him midfield. Gain of 23 yards, and the Nighthawks keep the game alive, have a 1st down.
Yep, and Chase was right there. That's almost an impossible ball to defend when it gets it's undercut like that.
Yeah, there's nothing you can really do, because if you come back to the ball, you're probably going to run into the guy and get pass interference as well. 1st and 10 in midfield. Give goes up the middle. Salazar gets into Bulldog territory. He's stopped at the 48. Gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know, I just realized Evan Pratt hasn't been in there in a while, and that was Chase Peterson over here, and he was good coverage. There's nothing. Chase didn't do anything wrong there, but I noticed Evan's been there all year, so I wonder if Evan got dinged up or something early.
I don't see him on the sideline, but then it's just a quick glance over there. This is an interesting point. That's a good observation. 2nd down and 8. Empty backfield here for Klein Waltering. Twin receivers stacked on either side of the Bulldog 48-yard line. 2:12 to go.
Middle.
Rolls to his right. He throws over the middle. It's picked off. Jude Doherty picks it off at the 27. He runs it back to the 40. Right seam 45-50. And then he's brought down high at the 45-yard line of Lamar's. Klein Waltering hurt on the play as he threw the interception. He got hit hard. Jude Doherty takes the pick back to the Nighthawk 45, and the Bulldogs will have it with 2 minutes to go, and now the attention on the Nighthawk quarterback.
Yeah, he's not moving much. I guess I looked as soon as he threw it, didn't see that he got hit.
Yeah, I did the
Hopefully
same
he's okay.
as well.
He's played a heck of a game tonight. Young kid out there trying to make plays, and I did see a little bit of pressure, didn't see who got the hit on him.
There was pressure. Yeah, we didn't see how hard the hit was. He was being chased from behind.
Yeah.
I know that. It is an interception, the 5th turnover of the ball game here for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley, 9th total. And yeah, Carter Klein-Waltrink has his back on the ground. He is sitting up, which is already a good sight to see. 2 minutes to go. 49-42, Lamar's leads. So already the fact that he's sitting up is a really good sight. And he is up onto his feet, and he'll walk off the field under his own power. Gosh, that's a good sight to see. Especially at the quarterback position when he's letting the ball go. That's about as defenseless a quarterback can be.
Absolutely.
Your entire midsection is exposed. But good to see him come off the field. And now Lamar's will have 1st and 10 at the Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 45. And now that timeout comes back to maybe haunt the Nighthawks a little bit. They only have 1 timeout remaining. Only 1 chance to stop the clock. Tegan Kazel goes under center, single back, Kabongo in the backfield. They give to Kabongo, straight up the middle to the 45. Sheds a tackle to the 35.
Ball security.
Gets inside the 35 to the 31-yard line, a pickup of 14, and the Bulldogs have a 1st down. And now another player is slow to get up for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley.
A lot of whistles. I'm not sure what all the whistles are. I'm looking for something going on. I'm not quite sure what's going on. But
maybe some stuff in the middle there. I'm not sure.
Great run by Giovanni.
Yeah.
I think it's important to remind all players right now that, yes, the yardage is great, and if we score, yeah, it's probably over. But the ball is the most important thing right now.
The ball and the clock. And nothing else really matters, especially after getting that 1st down.
Yes.
Now you just let the clock run. Coach Roosevelt might have had a chance with his 1 timeout if they forced a 3 and out, but at this point, you really have no chance to get the ball back unless you force a turnover. Minute 30 to go. Kazel gives Kabongo straight up the middle. He gets across the 30, and he's down at the 27, picks up 4, and now
timeout.
Jamie Roosevelt will use his timeout. So a timeout on the field, and we'll take one as well. With a minute 21 left to play in regulation, the Bulldogs have the ball, up 49-42 on BHRV. We're back after this on KLEM.
Timmons Construction believes leadership, teamwork, communication, training, planning, attention to detail, dedication, and work ethic make athletic teams successful. Timmons Construction also realizes those same qualities are the necessary ingredients for a successful business. Timmons Construction is proud to sponsor this sports broadcast.
The Lamar's Knights of Columbus Council 1466 would like to wish our teams the best of luck in the game. The Knights of Columbus is proud to support our schools and many charities throughout the year with our pork chop dinners and fish fries. Check out upcoming events by visiting their Facebook page at Lamar's KFC.
Perspective Insurance. Better together. Whatever your insurance needs, call Perspective Insurance in Lamar's today at 546-7821 and make sure you are properly covered. Perspective Insurance in Lamar's, a new way to view insurance.
This is Nolan Cass, and you're listening to the Bulldog Football on KLEM.
We welcome you back here to Hessla Field in Holm alongside Gabe Davis, Daniel Versteg with you. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley out of timeouts. Minute 21 to go in the game. 49-42 in favor of Lamar's. And I don't think the Nighthawks can get the ball back if this goes all the way to 4th down or anything like that. The timeout from Coach Roosevelt probably just saying, hey, if you get a chance, poke the ball free. But Tegan Kazel's going to take a knee, dropping back to the 32 to kneel it down. That wastes a little bit more time on the clock, so it'll probably
get it to
only
40
have to,
and snap it again.
Do it one more time. And the Bulldogs are going to survive after all of that, after turning the ball over 4 times, after throwing away a 20-point lead, giving up 27 unanswered points. Bulldogs are going to somehow find a way to finish off this ball game, and that really does show what this team is made of. They got down here late in the game when they really should not have been down. It's 3rd and 10.
Now.
The game clock gets down under 40. Kazel takes the snap, knees it down, and that's going to be your ball game here from Hessla Field in Hull. 9th-ranked Lamar survives a 20-point comeback from Boyden-Hull Rock Valley and defeats the Nighthawks to remain unblemished on the year. Your final score from Hessla Field: 9th-ranked Lamar's 49, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 42. What a game. We'll take a break, come back, and we'll talk about it in our post-game coverage. After this timeout, you're listening to Bulldog Football on KLEM. For all your construction needs, trust the Wilchin Brothers. They're a Better Business Bureau accredited business and will be there every step of the way to get your project done right. Call 546-4135 for Wilchin Brothers Incorporated.
Connected Electric South is your electrical headquarters for residential, commercial, and agriculture. Call for a free quote today at 546-5062. Call Connected Electric South for all your electrical needs. 546-5062.
Score big with the Sitzman Real Estate Team. Hometown realtors Shane, Peggy, Lance, and Patty are cheering the Lamar's Bulldogs and Galen Jays on to a victory. Buying or selling, call the Sitzman Real Estate Team today at 546-7881.
Get a special loan rate from Northwest Bank. Remodel your home, take a vacation, or buy a car. Use the equity in your home for what you want. Northwest Bank's home equity line of credit special of 6.99% annual percentage rate fixed for 6 months. Then variable rate thereafter. Currently 7.50% APR. Offer available for a limited time to qualified borrowers. Call 800-678-4105 for details about credit cost and terms. Apply online at nw.bank.
Commitment you can bank on.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Old Glory Roofing, they believe in the principles of hard work, integrity, and commitment. Whether you need help with roof repairs or replacements, Old Glory Roofing will provide you with the best service out there. Call them today at 712-305-8839.
South Greenview Estates is a peaceful living space located across from Willow Creek Golf Course in Lamar's. Check out their 55-plus apartments. For a private showing, call 548-7424. For more details, check out their Facebook page, South Greenview Estates in Lamar's.
Hi, Jessica G. Well, hello, Libby Lexus. I'm so excited to get the spa treatment at Easy Clean Car Wash. My owner knows how much I love the soft water. Oh, and the quick massage just makes my bumpers tingle.
And the blow dry is to die for. It always leaves my exterior sleek and shiny.
My owner bought me a year pass so I can have the spa treatment anytime I want.
Hey, ladies. Ooh, nice tires.
Oh, Mickey Mustang, you're such a player.
Easy Clean Car Wash. Give your car the spa treatment today. 12th Street east of Hy-Vee, Lamar's.
The Lamar's Agri Center, your local source for Scott's lawn products, top-performing Kent feed products, a full line of agronomic inputs, bulk grass seed, bird feeders, bulk bird feed, and outstanding service. The Lamar's Agri Center, your source for everything that grows. Advanced Eye Healthcare, Dr. Becky DeRuyter knows all of our student athletes need to keep their eye on the ball. Make sure with an eye exam at Advanced Eye Healthcare at Walmart Vision Center in Lamar's. Dr. Becky DeRuyter.
Certified Public Accountants Cruz and Cruz extend their support to all the athletes and remind everyone, in the spirit of sports, participation is more important than winning. Cruz and Cruz Accounting, proud to be a sponsor of KLEM Sports.
This is Ken Bigdahl, head football coach of the Lamar's football team. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM KLEM.
And we welcome you back one final time into our post-game coverage tonight from Hessla Field in Hull, where the Bulldogs survive a late comeback, and a very late comeback attempt by Boyden-Hull Rock Valley to defeat the Nighthawks and remain unbeaten at 3-0. 49-42, the final score from Hessla Field in Hull. Alongside Gabe Davis, Daniel Versteg with you. Well, and Gabe, we talked about in the pregame, we didn't think it was going to come to fruition at halftime, but this was a ball game where the Bulldogs got tested. They were obviously in a well, not really back and forth, but in a close ball game in the second half. It tested them to the max, and I'd say they passed the test for now. Maybe not with flying colors, but you come out with a win, you'll take it, obviously.
Yeah, and that's the goal, is to pass the test each week. You know,
Yes.
1-0 is the slogan that coaches use, and 1-0 each week. And some weeks you're going to win 38-14, and other weeks you're going to be up 20 and lose it because some maybe careless type plays that aren't usually what we do, and you're going to have those, but you're going to have to battle back, and that's what happened tonight. You live, you learn, and you grow from this experience, and next week is going to be another tough team, MOC. They're going to come in hungry. I'm not sure who they played tonight, but they'll come in hungry and ready to go, and then we finally get to district play.
Yeah.
So we're going to have some experience before then.
Yeah, what a battle to get to district play. I mean, we kind of thought, maybe the non-district schedule would kind of get us ready for, a different kind of district schedule, but man, this non-district schedule has gotten us ready. And yeah, the Bulldogs really played their hearts out. I mean, I think you take a Bulldog team from last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. If they're up at half, they're probably content, and then, yeah, they make all these mistakes, they lose the lead, and they say, well, it just wasn't our night. But this coach team by Coach Ken Vigdahl, they stormed back, they fought it at the end, and came away with a win because of that great effort.
Yeah, and you know, Coach always talks about pound the stone, and he's very, very deep and a great motivator in that way with just the quiet stuff like that and the consistent motto by which they run the program and pound the stone. And you know, sometimes you pound away and things just aren't working,
right.
and sometimes you hit and miss, you know.
Right.
And so what happened tonight is they kept going, kept doing their thing, and finally it cracked.
Yes.
Finally it cracked, and it took a while, and we had to take a little time off.
Yeah, yep.
But they didn't quit. They kept going. You know, football's a game where you're going to have to battle through some injuries, and not having Bo, and it looks like Evan maybe wasn't quite there at the end of the game, those types of things. But I think we counted earlier, 9 guys have scored touchdowns for us this season. So a lot of opportunities for a lot of people, and everybody's stepping up because it's a great team, not just a bunch of great individuals.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it. I mean, even tonight, Teagan had a bunch of touchdown passes, but he found Jaden Nelson once, Nolan Cass another time, and then it was, Giovanni Kabongo getting in the end zone, and Andrew Grant got in, Tegan Kazel got in. I mean, it really was everyone. And then, a couple of interceptions by Andrew Fafito, one by Jude Doherty. Defensively, lots of tackles in the backfield all the way around. Just a fantastic performance by Lamar's that once again shows that this team is for real, and against a program like Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. I mean, what can you say that hasn't already been said about this team, about their effort and the fact that they are never out of a ball game, no matter what year it is, who's coaching them. They always are ready, and tonight it ends up in Lamar's favor.
Yep, absolutely, and they're in good hands with Coach Roseboom and that staff. I know a lot of those coaches from some experience, and they're good, and we're in good shape. Yep. We're in good shape with our staff and the guys running the show there, and our players are working their tails off. It's great to see, and it's a fun time to be a Lamar's Bulldog, that's for sure.
Absolutely. 3-0, the number 9 ranked team heading into the this week in Class 4A. I have a feeling they'll shoot up just a little bit in the rankings at 3-0. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley drops to 1-2. The Bulldogs will host MOC Floyd Valley, wrapping up non-district play next week. Get on out and support the Bulldogs. It was a close game with MOC Floyd Valley last year. Came down to a Giovanni Kabongo ice in his veins kick that sealed the win. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley is going to host Algona next week, and of course they're in the same district as Sergeant Bluff, Luton, Bishop Elon, Sioux Center, MOC Floyd Valley, and likes. So an outstanding win. Make sure you join us coming up tomorrow morning at 8:05. We'll be talking with Ken Vigdahl about their victory here tonight. You'll get his insight on the game. I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about, both good and bad. We're going to cover the whole spectrum on the Coach's Corner tomorrow. Also tomorrow, Galen Catholic coach Jeremy Schindler will join us. The Jays beat Alta Aurelia tonight, 28-7. And we're also going to hope to track down Hinton head coach Kadrian Harderson. They wrapped up non-district play with a 20-13 loss against Akron Westfield here tonight. That's coming up tomorrow morning on the KLEM Coach's Corner. Next week, we will have Galen Catholic at Woodbury Central. That's going to be a tough matchup, a rematch of last year's round of 16 playoff game. We'll have that for you on KLEM coming up next week on Friday night. Until then, that's going to do it for this evening's contest. Thanks so much for tuning in. My thanks to Gabe Davis, who is on the call with us here this evening, Nick Gengler running our video stream on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel, and we thank you all for tuning in as well. For all of us at KLEM Radio, for KLEM Sports, I'm Daniel Versteg. Thanks for tuning into this edition of Bulldog Football. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning on the Coach's Corner right here on KLEM Radio. Good evening, everyone.
This is 1410 KLEM Lamar's and on 96.9 FM.
Help you at that time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.